It's my usual. Good enough. Ta-da. And actually pop up my windows. Perfect. All right. My usual fashionably late, and I am okay with that. Physically scooching myself back into my comfy spot. Also to where my windows are all gravitated. Yes, I'm going to get to you. The only reason I did not accept you yet is because I'm still trying to load things up. Hold on. There we go. Well, good evening, everyone. It is great to see you, and I know Denny is anxious to see me. Denny came and gave happiness icons before I was even starting, and has been asking to come in since, well, I had loaded up VR chat at all, which was not all the way yet. I was still getting things set up. And I don't even think OVR advanced settings have decided they feel like working yet today, so, you know, it's a day. It's a day. Let's see if they decided they were up yet or not. No, they still aren't in the mood. They're not in the mood. They're in the anti-mood. And Emmy wants to come play too. Oh, good golly. Am I that exciting? Y'all want to be here this quickly? Step down. Accidentally stepped up while I was moving my chair. Well, it is definitely a Monday. And I hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you all again today. My windows are froze, I can tell, because none of that's had any change. Well, that's perfect. MEB dancing, Wild Bee waggling, and it told me that I started streaming. All right, time to unbreak things right away. That's all of the OVR stuff as a whole is broken. Perfect. All right, OVR toolkit. Can't click. All right, gotta do this manual way. Actual mouse. Not through VR. End task. End task. All right, those are all killed. Now, OVR toolkit, go ahead and try again. I do need you. You're actually important to my stream. And as soon as that finishes loading, loading bar, loading bar, loading bar, exciting loading bar. Not starting? Yay, it started. Hot diggity. Alright. VR advanced settings as well. Let's see if that'll start too. I mean, give it a shot. I couldn't hurt to try. No, I don't think that's what is NS not safe for work, Emmy. I guess that's not in the mood to work either. Alright, well, I guess we're not gonna have that. As long as my little chat pop-up works here in a moment, I'm okay. Alright. Get my pause back on. Close out of that. Click the button. Toggle windows. Hot diggity! I thought it was something furry related. Kind of. A lot of furry art is potentially NSFW. So, be careful. If you're in an area where you cannot look at adult images or things with any kind of adult nature, please do not click on items that say NSFW. Not safe for work is not safe for work. And possibly not safe for parents, and you don't want to have that kind of a problem either. And things are popping up nicely. NRFB. Well, Fopsy's NRFB. I've never let her out of her box, so we're gonna keep her in there. It's safer. She'll last a lot more years, and she'll be worth a lot more on the resale value. Aw, Emmy be cuddling the Fopsy. Yee. I don't have a command for that yet. I apologize.
I swear, I'm in a maze.
I'm just upstairs.
Oh, there you are. In a different spot.
Well,
Good
yes.
to see you again.
It is lovely to see you too, little floof. But yeah, I try and stream from at least a different spot whenever I stream in the same location. There's plenty of spots in this world, and I thought this one looked fun. It looked like there was more fun places to be. So we're being more places.
So Saturday I did the thing. I created in some games. One of the games that I was Star Fox 64. Yes, I know sacrilege. Yes, I know. But you know what? They sold that game, and I traded it to them. So it was a funny coincidence.
Well, as long as you are happy with it. How much?
You know how much money I got?
How much?
$50 for all the games I sent in. 50.
Yay! Well, that's some money.
And guess what? I got the 6-button arcade control stick for the Genesis.
You showed me that picture. Yes.
Yes, and I know that it's not worth it for fighters, but it's probably worth it for Miss Pac-Man.
I thought it was fun for stuff like that. And Emmy, good to see you too. Little Nova Beep. No, I don't want to grab my camera. I can't grab. There we go. Grabbed your goggles. I feel useful. Anyway, good evening, everyone.
I have something that's very, very expensive in my bedroom.
Your new computer?
So before I graduated, my uncle...
Uh-huh.
Nope. I have a Michael Jordan first edition Air Jordan sneaker. And my uncle got it when he was part of Meridian Ford, and his friend at the time was an NFL player named Donnie Summers. So for my graduation present, he gave me a Michael Jordan sneaker, and that's worth $10,000.
Nice. Nice. Well, that's a good sneaker to have. Don't go wearing it out. You'll ruin the value.
And I have a platypus beanie who's worth about $5,000, and I also have a Princess Di Bear.
Nice. Well, if you ever need to liquidate for money, hopefully you'll be able to sell for what they're worth. Denny went idle. Anywho, lammy dance. Who wants a lammy? I do. So go out and greet your mammy. Hi there. And stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. There you go. Right off the bat. As long as you're all having fun. What did you find? Why are you pulling the skeletons out of my closet?
It was in a bedroom, not the closet, Caddie.
Well, it's a skeleton in the closet. I won't forget about you. Kate. Aw, thank you, love. Well, yeah, I don't need that in front of my camera. So anyway, it's Monday. It's been a day already. Hopefully all of you survived your work for your Monday.
Here's her space Oreos with Caddie.
Oreos? Ooh, I like Oreos. Yum,
Yes,
thank you.
It's cosmic cream Oreos. It tastes...
Why, thank you for sharing. Those are tasty. And hello, Night Shift. Thank you for your first time chatting. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you in the party. Please enjoy your stay. And I hope you feel welcome. Oh, yay. Some fun stuff has happened since we were last together on Wednesday. Sunday, I made something different for our Sunday dinner. Instead of making steak or fishes, I made a roast beef. I haven't done that in a while. I normally would do that on a Monday and just put the crock pot on while we're working. But I decided I'm going to do this on Sunday and put a little extra effort into it. And it turned out pretty good. 3.5 pound roast beef. There's still a good bit of it in the fridge and a ton of vegetables. I only put like 5 or 6 little red taters in there, but I put a whole bunch of carrots and mushrooms and a big old onion chopped up. And it definitely had a whole lot more flavor than the last time I made roast beef. I will say that for sure. I last time got a small chuck roast. This time it was a bigger rump roast. And I think I made the right call because this had a lot more flavor, was a lot juicier, a lot easier to chew. So total win on that hunk o' cow. And I'm looking forward to enjoying it for a few more leftovers as well. Since, well, there are plenty of leftovers left in the fridge. There were over 7 cups of vegetable matter left as per putting it away in the leftover containers. That's a lot of veg. And yum. Vegetables are good for you, kids. Make sure you eat your vegetables. I'm looking at you, Denny and Emmy. Vegetables. Be good children. Eat your veggies. Good girls. Good girls. I don't use many raw veggies, but I certainly eat my cooked veggies, and I'm all for promoting eating things that aren't French fries that are a vegetable. French fries don't count as vegetable, by the way. Just note that right now. Yeah. So that was a productive use of my Sunday. Made cooking Sunday dinner a lot easier. Bless you, Eminem. Your head explode. Your head went bubble.
Yes. Because this place is next to the steak. This place is nautical themed, so that's perfect.
I'm okay with that. I finally got to see my sister to exchange Christmas presents with her over the weekend, and her husband. So we took care of that. Their presents are now out of my living room. I still have my parents' stuff sitting in the living room that I have to take to them, hopefully sometime this month. As long as Mom is not sick when we go to attempt visiting again. No more pneumonia, Mom.
Caddie,
Yes, ma'am?
when you said not safe for work, I also thought it could be not safe for wedding.
Well, I would say that probably would also be not safe for weddings. You probably should not bring up porn at weddings. I'll just put that right out there, unless it is part of the theme and all parties involved in the actual party approve thereof. That's a word to the wise. Don't do things at weddings that your wedding party would be unopposed to, including bringing up porn. Don't porn someone else's wedding. It's their wedding, not yours. If they think it's a porn-related wedding, by all means, bust out all your furry porn and have fun with them.
Or not safe for winter.
Well, I would say a lot of that's not safe for winter because they tend to not be wearing a lot of clothes, so you don't want to get frostbite on your ding dang or your fluffy fold. So just also putting that out there. Do not wear a skimpy little lingerie out into the snow, you're gonna get frostbite on your dig dag or your flip folds. Neither of which is a pleasant situation.
Could I clone or is it unclonable?
See here. I see my inventory here. Detailed. Clonable.
My sister also had the fun benefit, since she was in this part of town, she was able to pick up takeout from her favorite Chinese restaurant, which is just south of me.
No clone.
So her and her husband got to have some of their favorite takeout, and I'm happy with that too.
I got it again.
But if you two want to discuss that kind of thing, if you could just go ahead and hop off of audio range, I'd appreciate. Thank you. Anyway, I also managed to go do a Sam's Club run this weekend and had some interesting times with that, both grumble and happy. In the end, I got everything that was on my list. In the end. So, since my sister did not currently have her Sam's Club membership, I was being nice and I picked them up a couple of bags of teriyaki chicken while I was there that she was going to pay me for as soon as I showed up. She lives right near where the Sam's Club is. So after she was visiting and they got their takeout Chinese, I was going out to do my shopping anyway, so... Well, I took care of that as well. I got them their teriyaki chickens. But one thing I wanted was out of stock. The pork egg rolls were sold out. I was really bummed because that's one of the things I was definitely going to Sam's Club to get was a 16-pack of delicious pork egg rolls for only a few dollars. They're a really good option. I am not silly Denny. And so I couldn't get one of the things I wanted. But while I was there, I did experiment with one of the tools from Sam's Club. I used the scan and go procedure where you use your cell phone camera to scan all of your items in your cart and use your Sam's credit card to automatically pay for your stuff. And it worked pretty good. Just you may. Boop. So I managed to do that. Paid for everything with my credit card automatically. Didn't have to stand in a line just to scan my own goods with their little zappy zap gun. And play with their pointless menus on their kiosks. And didn't have any employees harassing me. Why don't you get the plus version of the business, the ultra, the super duper version? I'm like, I just want Sam's Club membership. I don't need any of these other option plans. I have the let me in the door option. I'm good. I don't need to have ultra plus platinum business grade hours early, extra discounts, garbage, because I don't shop there often enough. I shop often enough to make my basic fee back. I don't shop often enough to make the big fees back. So I left Sam's Club with my rather hefty load of stuff in tow because, well, we needed things. And drove over to my sister's place, and as I was putting their teriyaki chicken in the freezer, I saw they had a box of the God egg rolls in there. I was like, oh, I'm so jealous. They were sold out of egg rolls when I was there, so... And he said, you want them? I was like, yes. He said, we're not eating them anymore. I bought 3 boxes back when I had a craving. when my parents were visiting, and we got tired of them after 2. I was like, yes. Yes. I would love the egg rolls. The egg rolls is very good. I would happily give them a home in my tum tum. So as my sister was saying, well, how much do I owe you? And I was like, well, this is how much it is. And then she said, and I said, well, you're handing me the egg rolls? Only this much then. So she handed me the amount I asked for without question. Everything was good. I have a little bit more green paper money in my wallet, which is weird. I don't do cash that often, I'll be honest. Pretty much everything comes off of one of the credit cards that gives me cashback bonus rewards. I love my cashback bonus rewards. Those are amazing. I'm not joking. I make hundreds of dollars in cashback bonus awards and pay not a cent of interest on my cards ever. So hundreds of dollars a year, I get free money to either grocery shop or shop on Amazon with, and never pay any of these credit cards any interest. So happily, that's sorted. I was able to get the egg rolls, which was the one thing I couldn't pick up at Sam's Club. Okay, technically there's one other thing that's been on my wish list, but they haven't had Altoids in stock in ages. They have other mints and gums and things, but I have my preferred drug. That's Altoids in the red tin, and they didn't have any, so I'm not giving them money for a different mint. I want my poison, which I can buy one at a time at a regular store. Delicious mint poisons. Just making sure. Oop. There we go. Get that off. Yeah. And arts and crafts wise this weekend, I was very productive. Well, it's hard to say how productive it feels compared to how productive it really is with the fursuit creation, because certain parts take longer to do this or that, and certain parts are a lot more meticulous.
Caddie,
yes, ma'am?
I gotta go soon. I've been gone from 9 to 3 today.
Well, okay, little M&M, you be a good girl. Mwah.
I want to try something with you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, if you drop it, it just disappears. Yeah. There it went. You ate it. What do you want to try there, Emmys?
He's doing a dance.
Oh, you're dancing. Dancy Vappy.
Let me see what.
How cute.
Love you, Caddie. Love you, Stream. Most of all, I missed you guys all day.
Love you too, little M&M. You be a good girl. We miss you too. I was naughty and didn't talk in anybody's streams while I was at work today because work was all busy. So I apologize to anyone that might have talked to me earlier. Yes, ma'am?
Oh, I've been to Ebisu on Saturday.
To where?
Ebisu. It's a Japanese store.
Ah, cool. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I actually got new chopsticks there.
Yay! We have an array of chopsticks in this house.
My Melody. Yeah, I got a My Melody chopstick.
Nice.
Also, I got a new winter mask.
Nice.
I got a balaclava.
Ah.
Yeah. I'll send you a link to it.
Nice.
Because It's interesting.
I
also got bandages.
Nice. We have 3 different types of chopsticks in our drawer. We have the reusable bamboo ones. We have the stainless steel ones, which are the ones we normally use because they're easy to put in the dishwasher. And we have a set of porcelain ones, which are very pretty, but feel so weird when you put them in your mouth because it doesn't feel right. The stainless steel you can get used to because it feels kind of like a regular fork or something. But the porcelain, that's not right on a pokey/grabby thing. It's fine on a spoon, not on a pokey grabby item. And hi, Cap'n. No, I'm not pretty girl. I'm a silly boy. And hello, Daddy Armstrong. I'll just call you Armstrong. Hope that's okay for the moment. Hello. So anyway, as far as crafting goes, I took my fur skin for that fursuit head that I put together last weekend, and I successfully glued it on to the head. I did have to cut all the way up the entire back section so that I could more easily flesh it on. So it did make a little bit of a not quite visible, but slightly visible seam up the back. I'm okay with it. It's within tolerance, and it's all in the back, so I had to do what I had to do. And the majority of it laid good enough. I'll just put it at good enough. It's not perfect fleshing, but I don't do enough of these. I'm no Latin Vix. I'm no Scribble Fox. I'm no Lemon Brett. I don't do this on a daily basis, so I'm not perfect at it. I do this on a very rarely basis. But I'm really happy with how the fur laid out. And I also sewed the inside of the mouth and glued that in. And I did the lip. So it needs a little touch-up glue. I'm okay with that. You can only do so much at one go. You have to stop and let things dry. I got the neck sewn on. The only thing that's currently hanging right now in pin form is the pinning the balaclava. I pinned the balaclava down to the outside of the neck. It just needs sewn around the edge so that it'll be attached all the way on the bottom. That'll only take a like half hour maybe. It's just I literally ran out of time last night. I was coming right up on bedtime as I finished pinning. In fact, I probably stayed up a little later than I should have to finish the pinning process, but I wanted to at least get that done. Then the only thing left to glue on will be eye details. So that poodle boy will be wearable very soon. I am ecstatic with this. I have the plastic bowl to make eyes with sitting on my craft table. I have Buckram in my drawer to make the colored part of the eyeballs. We are go for launch. I am anxious to get that done soon. So I might skip that though and work on, say, hands, feet, or body parts for a little bit. I don't necessarily know if I feel like doing the stress of carving eyes next weekend, but we'll see how I feel. We'll give it a flyby on that. If I don't feel up to working on something as intricate as the eyes, working on the hands or the feet or starting on the body, I don't feel is a compromise. I feel it's still acceptable progress. So I'm feeling like I'm not speed bumped on this. I'm feeling pretty go. I'm at the point where I have most of the anxiety parts taken care of, and now I can just work on the just slow progress bits as I make it through. And Cap'n says, I only see a pretty girl, no strong. No, I'm strong. See, big, strong, big, muscular lion. Very, very manly, muscular.
You're pretty. You're cute.
You're a cute little good girl. I'm a big, scary lion. Big and scary.
Oh my god.
Rawr. You're a cute little puffy puff. Cute little puff. Good girl. Good little cutie puff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Phantom Scent. Oh, the Phantom Scent. Oh.
Good little cutie puff. Speaking of muscular, though, I have been very, very diligent about my minimal but consistent exercise plan. Something went ding. We'll see what happened. Just waiting for it to pop up on my thing. Pop up. It is. Bunny Curves is now following. Well, thank you, little Bunny Curves. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to my stream. My name is Caddie. I mostly do chatting streams like this. I'm here for you. I am here to talk with you and anyone else that feels like chatting back. Hello, Nepal. Good evening, cutie poot. Little plushie. First time chat from a Xander. Apparently that was bad because it already got taken away. Never even finished reading it.
I did it. They were doing like advertising their own stream.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to take care of them.
Thank you. Yes, don't ever do that.
Self-advertise.
Yeah, don't pop into someone's stream just to advertise yourself. Love the Vaporwave theme follower notification besters. Thank you. I saw someone else had those on their stream, and then I saw they were one of the freebie ones from Stream Elements, and I'm like, I like this. I love it. I need this. And I figure out how to add it. Blushes. Give me time to finish making dinner, and I'll get... Oh, you are fine, little plushie. I appreciate that you showed up, and I hope you have a good dinner. Danny be giving all sorts of excities. And I'm not a teacup girl. I'm a big, strong, scary lion.
You're a lioness in my eyes.
Meow. So, as far as my exercise plan, which I have been very diligent on for a little over a year now, every morning, right before I start my work shift on a work day, not on the weekends necessarily, just work days, I do squats. They're not like squatting till my butt. I'm getting there, dear. They're not necessarily squats where I'm going all the way my butt to the ground. They're fairly short, but they're enough that I really feel it. And I've been going for a good 2 minutes at them. Lately, I've been hitting closer to 4. And my count this morning was 140. 140. How many?
My record so far is 200.
Good girl. I usually go till I'm really feeling it, or I feel like I'm running out of time before I need to start work. At 140 is now less the feeling it moment and more the I gotta start working, so I have to stop. But that's a good feeling. I have definitely noticed a change in my legs over just a year of doing this, and only doing it on work days. Not vacation days that should be work days either. Just work mornings. And I definitely am doing more on a day-to-day basis than when I started. By a lot. I started with like 50. And I was really feeling it at 50. And I keep getting deeper and deeper with each, as time goes by. And I've actually noticed some visible muscular definition on my thighs, which is really kind of cool. I love the fact that I have definition on the fronts and sides. Yes?
We do something. We do a different sort of exercise alongside with squats.
Oh?
We do something called donkey kicking. Yeah, we do donkey kicks.
Well, I'm glad you're doing something that's fun and good for you.
I have to get back into the routine of exercises. Russian wife has been killing me.
The reason why I do what I do is because I can mentally budget this amount of time and this amount of energy on a day-to-day basis. So I don't feel stressed. I don't feel overworked. I don't feel put out by this exercise. And I have actually definitely seen results in a year. Now, I'm not saying I saw results within a month or anything. I think it was actually closer to about the 6-month mark that I legit was starting to see stuff. And there's an adorable Nick Floof. Hello.
Yes.
Welcome, Cutie
Hello.
Green.
Yes.
Hello there.
You are looking pretty today.
Oh,
Yes. Maybe.
Maybe.
no.
Definitely. Well, how have you been today, Cutie Pie?
Oh, let's make my phantoms.
I've been alright.
Good boy.
Definitely rough the past 2 or so days, but I'm alright. I'm
Oh.
alive.
Yay, alive! We are pro-alive. Are you pro-alive, Denny?
Yes, I am. That's what my energy needs.
The green might be single now, but the green is still friends.
Okay. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. What's good to know? I don't want to make any misinterpretations, all right? But I'm glad you let me know.
Yeah. No, we are still friends, just no longer together.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
And I am fine as well.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're fine. Is the other half fine as well, or just making sure?
Yeah, I mean, how in terms of our situation, we're fine. In terms of in general, we aren't, but that's because of other drama.
Oh, okay.
But we are both good.
Well, I'm glad it was an amicable decision that made both parties still okay, and you're still friends, so that's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
By the way, love gloves.
Oh.
Skill. Skill does actually affect my phantom sense.
They're
Like,
cute
actual,
pobs.
Like big like
Pobs.
sizes. Makes me shudder in VR sense.
And I love the shoesies.
They're so cute though.
Floofy shoobs.
Caddie,
You
that's
know
right.
what?
That reminds me.
It is time for BAP.
Ah! Bap scarf.
Yes. The
Oh, that is cute.
the big BAP.
Wolfie. That's a wolfie thing.
Maybe.
Boop, boop, boop.
I love your smug expression, by the way.
I be booped.
You have a nice.
I'm bad at remembering which way my fingers need to be to make things. I apologize on that. I think I got it. Okay. Finger guns, fingers off the top of the controller makes it happen. Ta-da. And it makes you make your tongue stick out. Okay, fun story from long in the past times. This is like almost 20 years ago. One of the first boyfriends I had back when I still lived in Pittsburgh, so this is definitely over 17 years ago. We were dating for about 3 months, and it was not bad. We were definitely dating with benefits, so benefits. And thank you. Probably needed that. And hello, Rika. Hello, little noodle poof. Welcome to this evening. We're having a fun story now. I hope you enjoy this one. It's slightly unsaucy. So during the same time that the two of us were dating, it wasn't a closed situation. We both had been having fun with another friend of ours that mutually we were okay with having fun with. And apparently he decided that our relationship wasn't really working and he wanted to break it off. And he did it over the phone. Ironically, I was kind of feeling the same direction, but I didn't want to, cut wind on it and just make it happen. So when he called me, I was at my second job at the time. Finances were no good, so I took a second job being a advertisement outside of a Spirit of Halloween that year, and I was standing in a costume waving a sign. Was a fun job, paid dirt, but was fun and had very little effort, so bonus points on that. And get to wear a costume, so that was fun. You don't want to cut wind on him and fart on him. Well, that too. Yeah, I didn't. I'm not just saying I'm the best at words. I'm not the best wordsmith. I apologize. But I'm trying. Yeah, you're a good bean. Oh, thank you, Rika. You're a good noodle.
Good teacup bean. You're a good teacup bean.
You're a silly little angel girl. So I still had my actual first ever cell phone at the time. I would say these were great words. Aw, thank you. I flipped out. I was still on my old clamshell. Excellent cut. Oh, thank you. I flipped out my little phone, and he called me on that while I was working outside. And he was like, I think we need to break up. We think we're needing to end this. And I was like, oh, good. Yeah, me too. I thought this wasn't working out too well either. It was fun. It felt very datey, but it didn't feel like it was going to go anywhere successfully. And because he was so much more of the drama queen, because I was not broken up with the fact they were to break up with me, that messed with him so hard. I'm like, well, no, it wasn't really working out. I know when you're lying, but I don't think I could live with that forever. You're definitely very much a braggadocious, and I don't think this would work out long term. And I don't think in a lot of ways elsewise we are long-term compatible. We have interests that are diverse from each other in ways that would not necessarily make for a compatible long-term relationship. And he was still all like, but you're okay with the fact that I want to break up with you? I'm like, yeah, it wasn't going to work out. We should date other people. It's all good. Go have fun with our other friend, which they're definitely not together now, so that didn't last too long either. To be fair, I felt those relationships were more of just little get-to-know-your-body playtime relationships, and I'm okay with that. I actually feel that was a very important part of my mental development once I'd finally made it out of the mental prison that was Apollo. Once I was... Hug the cute little angle.
Time for me to get going now. Because my circumstance.
Beep, 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 beep. Pet, 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 pet. Pet, 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 pet. Good girl. Well, there, I left you with a smile.
I gotta get ready to go because tomorrow I'm gonna be having a dental cleaning.
Fun! Or as I would call it, an anxiety trip.
Actually, I'm used to the dentist because I've been there a lot for fillings and even a root canal and extractions. Well awake.
I had a lot of bad experience
So,
with dentists growing up, so
I
they're
know that feels.
they're known as an anxiety creature. But good luck.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have no cavities they find, and you have a good polishing. And they give you a really awesome toothbrush to bring home because they usually send you home with a toothbrush.
I usually like to use their toothbrushes as electronic cleaners.
Meh.
I have the click, so it makes much more sense to just buy new heads for a toothbrush.
I like my basics.
And oh my god, my face is tickling.
Well, good. Will you be a good girl?
Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy my rest of the night.
Mwah. Good night. Get some relaxes. Ooh, estimate for getting power back is in a couple. Oh my, you're dealing with no power. I am so sorry there, little noodle. Yeah, no power is no bueno. I hate no power times. Oh, we've actually considered getting we're planning at this point to get a generator, at least to power some things, if not much things. We live in tree canopy and overhead wires, so whether or not it's someone hitting a pole near the street from being stupid, or a branch falls and takes something out back along the line of power lines, it sucks. Because you know you're down for like 3 hours. For even the simplest situation. It went out yesterday afternoon for a big storm. Thought it was going to be off longer than a day. First time using my generator. Well, I'm glad you have the generator at least. We are definitely glad for that there, little nude. Good gravy. Seriously, even if it's just the generator that we can power a few things with, I think we really need to pick one up ourselves. That would make potentially downtime a lot less painful. Especially since we both work from home, potential of losing the power mid-work day is no bueno. We do have battery backups on every network switch point on our chain of events and on our FiOS ONT that's attached to the side of the house. And our our computers are laptops, which do have good batteries, fortunately. But all of that, you're getting at best about a half hour of power for all of those things put together. So generator might be a better idea. And a couple of big oranges so we can easily plug in upstairs if need be. Powering my PC, and I'm connected through the phone's hotspot. Yeah, that's the other fun part. Fortunately, both our cell phones do a good job of doing a hotspot, and our work laptop batteries work good because there have been at least 3 times in the 6.5 years we've lived here that we literally picked up our work laptops after connecting the hotspots and making sure the VPNs were all logged back in, got in the car, drove to our friend's house 15 minutes down the road, and jacked our stuff in his dining room and worked from there for the rest of the day, hoping power would be back on. It's doable. We have a bug out system basically laid out. We are actually 100% prepared of knowing what we need to pick up off our desks efficiently, unplug, stack in our 2 totes neatly, and put them in the car. It's scary that we have that down to a science. But wow, it's very important. Oh, dang, I just sat down and I'm about to get on VRC. Well, welcome in. I just saw you joining. I am upstairs, Nepal, so when you're looking for me, go up the stairs. You'll find me. There's a fireplace right outside the stairs. It's very picturesque here. Ironically, I'm looking at my camera, though. I'm also noting the fact that there's a bathroom to my right that the door is now open to. That was not open earlier. Apparently, some of my guests opened the bathroom door. There. No potty room in view anymore. Better. Yeah. Hello. Welcome, my little Renafloof. At least you found me. You're adorable as always. Yes. No arguing. Adorable. Mwah. Good girl. Myself reoriented. Every time I turn around. Every time I do that, I mess my own self up. Think I'm right. Pretty sure. Yep, that camera shows me about right. Good enough. We'll deal. We're doing it live. In this particular world, yes, is the same one I streamed in. I think it was Wednesday last week. It's a very big house. There are a lot of rooms in this place that I could easily stream from. That I actually found pleasant looking. So I might end up here more than once. Just in different spots. Heck, even just if I was on the other side of this area with the camera facing the other way, I kind of like it. There's a really cool balcony look to it. So, yeah. This is on the keep list. And hello, Fleminir. Ahoy, ahoy. Ahoy, ahoy. And Cheeparpar. Oh, thank you for joining us and for chatting the first time. Always good to have another new friend. I think I've seen you in other people's chat rooms that I follow. So it's good to see you here as well. Eee, and you have a cute little peak. Hide weight. Oh, yeah, I probably need that. Hello. 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 And cute little dancies. Okay. I had my orientation. Oh, I'm turned slightly to my right. That's why. Going forward, going forward, going forward, going forward. All right. Grabbed. Water bottle. Enjoy my broken arm as I do this. Delicious water. Tastes like Anthracon. Requesting permission to roast Cadbig with a joke. As long as it's not past PG-13, you're fine. I tend to lurk around a lot, so you might have seen me in chat from other streamers. I know I saw you in at least 2. One for sure was I saw you in Chep's stream. I think I saw you in another one. I'm not 100 on that, but I don't remember which one it was. Also, I feel like I got something on my controller, possibly because I got something on my hand. Icky! Don't you hate that? That feeling of something stuckily. Well, I'm going to be wiping these down with a wet paper towel after stream because that feels... It feels like I got something on my paw and then I got it on my controller. You know what happens. When you're not even thinking about it, you touch something and then you touch your mouse, your keyboard, and all of a sudden you feel like, ew, ew, that kind of thing. Roast, when I see Cadpig streaming, my first thought is this us. Oh. Well, I am just a bumhole. I'm a nurble. Yeah, I follow French Dip Chep. Yay! I'm glad. It's good to follow other nice people. And they're definitely nice people. So yay. Pink is a good fluff.
Speaking of pink, that suit you're making is coming along nicely.
Oh, thank you. I'm really proud of how he's looking. The gluing actually was working well. I was very happy that the wrinkles aren't too pronounced. And most of them are at the point where they're going to get covered up by the eyes when they're glued on anyway. So, here, fixed. And it's hard to tell from the pictures, but the face is light pink and white. But the room I take the photos in, there's actually a pink ceiling light, so it drowns out the light pink of the face mostly. But it's a similar like mouth shape and coloration as Caddie's mouth here is on this this avatar. So if you picture that, just think of the rest as a light pink as opposed to being white. That's what it looks like in for real life, or in normal lighting. I love my pink light in my craft room, though. I love the pink light for where I'm working. It feels so nice. It actually has a pink light, a purple light, and a white light, all each of like 2 watts each. And it makes such a beautiful array in that room. I'm like, heck yeah. It's colored, but it's mine. Do you know the this bumhole again meme? I do not. I don't read a lot of memes. I apologize. I am not that fun social, I guess. Or as I like to call him, the French dip. Well, he's a cute little French fry. And someone I do enjoy. Ah, thank you. Yes, I will read about it after stream then. I will get my edumacation. Edumacation! It's good for you. Today I did do an extra productive. Because Fopsy gets off work before me about an hour earlier now, Mendy says it was already posted in Discord. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Mendy. You're efficient. Good tiger. In Mischief Inc. Chi, I have family-friendly joke. What do you call a bear with no teeth? I don't know. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Huh? I didn't post it. Just was already posted. Okay. Well, at least you find it. You're efficient finding things. A gummy. Oh. Thank you. That was cute. Good groaner there, Chi.
Yeah, that was good.
It was sometime last year Fopsy started getting off the hour before me. And I normally on Mondays make dinner on my last break, which is now. But yeah, that earned the rim shot. That was good. So I normally would have dinner ready when I get off at 6, not when she gets off at 5. In fact, I would usually be making dinner at 5:05 on my last break. I took it then because it made sense for baked items to take about an hour. I put it in the oven, then when I come down, food is ready to take out of the oven. Simple logic. 15 minutes of prep, hour of cook, ready to eat. I mean, that's basic science. That's easy peasy. Thank you. Yee! Yes, you did a good job. That was a good joke. But since Fopsy's off at 5, me taking 5:05 to start making dinner means Fopsy has to wait an hour after she's off work to eat. And to be nice, today when I made the chicken, I snuck downstairs for about 7 minutes because I actually figured out I'm faster than I thought. Put the leg quarters, seasoned them up, got them in the oven, assembled the box of stuffing, and got the corn done. I mean, there's not much you have to do to that. Open a can and heat till warm and then turn back on to low when you're about ready to eat. So I got everything basically assembled in about 7 minutes. It had over an hour to bake. So when Fopsy came down at 5 o'clock, all she had to do was, 10 minutes before she was off, turn those 2 pots on to super low. And at getting off time, just pull the chicken out of the oven and enjoy. It meant I had to microwave my own dinner and heat it up because it was now chilly. But that was okay. I don't mind that. I find the baked chicken thigh microwaves quite well and heats back up tastily. Something went ding. I'm anxious to see what pops up on my screen. It is Finn Panther is now following. Well, thank you for following, Finn Panther. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you decided to take the time to follow me. I have other jokes, but it'll get me canceled if I tell it. By all means, try and keep them PG-13. I don't mind people being silly in my channel. We are okay with silly. Silly can be fun. Finn says, sorry, I didn't mean to misperson you. Similar color text and start with the same letter. Finn Panther says, you're welcome. You're a friendly and fun storyteller. Oh, thank you. I try. I got lots to talk about in my life. I do lead an interesting one. And have had a lot of fun experiences that are probably worth retelling about more than once. That, well, aren't entirely boring. Yeah. I will say one of the hardest times at a convention I ever had was the last Anthrocon that Fopsy and I went to together before we lived together. Ooh, she says, all right, here's one. What do you call a book club that has been stuck on the same page for years?
On the same book, but I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. What is it called? Chi? Church. Oh, yeah, you definitely get a butt up for that. Still one of the best sellers, apparently. Mostly because it's been in print for centuries. So the last Anthrocon before Fopsy actually ended up moving in with me, her and one of her friends from California had flown in. I went and picked them at the airport. We were sharing a room, which was good, convenient, easy to deal with. On page 734, it says Jeebus. Depends on which version and what type font you have. So I picked them up at the airport in my little... I think at that time I was in the Ford Probe. So a hatchback with a peanut of a back seat with no legroom. I picked up 2 people in this car and a lot of luggage. That wasn't the bad part. We stopped and had dinner out on the way in. That was great. We had a good time at the con, but in the end, I knew what was having to happen. I had to take them back to the airport. So we left the Dirty Weston, loaded up our car. This is one of those MacGyver stories. Not so much.
The Weston was not dirty.
Oh, in the before times it was. Before they did the remaster, it was pretty cruddy. This would probably be... This might have been pre-Nepal Anthroconic at...
So pre-2011.
Yeah, it was definitely pre-2011.
Okay.
So I loaded them back in my car on when they were going back. And we drove to the airport. I helped them get all their stuff out. And I've been sad in my life before. I've cried about things before. But usually I'm in a little bit more control of the situation. After I had let them out of the car, helped them get into the airport, I got back into my car and I sat down and I actually just started crying. I was so sad. I had to let the person I love the most out of my life, let him fly back to California, so far away from me. So far away. And it just hurt so bad. After I finally was able to calm down, I started driving back into Pittsburgh because I still had to pack my stuff up so I can leave and go back home that night. And before I even made it into downtown, my phone rang and they asked me to come back and pick them back up again. And so I U'd on the first location I could on an exit, headed right back out to the airport, picked those two back up, and brought them back to the Westin. They had already arranged to have an extra night in the hotel before I'd gotten there. And I spent a little bit more time with them before I drove home. And I didn't cry as hard that time. I think it was partly because I didn't have to leave them at the airport. I didn't have to be the one to hand them off to the going away phase. And it made it a lot easier. But I got to say, that was probably one of the saddest things I've ever done at a furry convention.
Yeah, that's kind of how MFF 2010 was for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, little one. But now you and your boyfriend are together, yes?
Yes.
Are you
married?
And your husbands now, or waifu and you're something.
Yes.
You're something.
Yes.
Genders are weird, and what you define your legally defined your relationship as, and what it actually is complicated. Fopsy and I often refer to ourselves as being lesbians, because it might be easier that way. Well, as far as being in a long distance relationship, kinda. When we started getting to know each other and getting into a relationship, Fopsy was still in a committed relationship with the ex. And so we just basically were kind of a relationship, but kind of not, for several years. First, while Fopsy was living up in New Hampshire / Maine, and then as she moved out to California for a couple of years. I spent a lot of time on Second Life just so that I was always available to spend time with my love. Whether or not we could be together because Fopsy was still with someone else, I wanted to be with her that bad that I spent constantly in Second Life, just logged in, waiting around to be able to be with her. Eventually things worked out. And about 6 months after they officially broke up, because we wanted to give it time, we did not want us to be a rebound relationship. She spent some time down in Florida with her mom, and then some time up in Maine with her sister, and then finally ended up moving in together with me, and that's when we got our first apartment. So that's how that all went down. Commander be like, hi, Commander. Sorry if I didn't say hi right away. I was in the middle of a sentence, a long, boring run-on sentence that everyone's probably bored by. Cut off by twin ads, apparently feeling I've been sold to the almighty dollar, worshipped by the TV evangelist. I'm sorry. Ads like to eat you. Wild says, I remember leaving a friend after visiting him for a few days, and I almost broke down crying as the plane was preparing to leave. I didn't want to leave. Oh, and it's beautiful. I'm so sorry, Wild. I know, obviously, I know the feeling, as I just mentioned. But yeah, that sucks. That always sucks. And thank you for saying it was a beautiful story. Good story, even if it cut off. Don't worry. I've told it before, and I'll tell it again. 'Cause it's fun to bring up. You're a foof of a positively oriented person, Caddie. Oh, thank you. I try my best. Even when stuff is screwed up, I do my best to make it sound good. I think most furries who have attended conventions know such feelings. Yeah. I don't get post-con depression usually anymore because, well, I bring home the most important furry with me from every convention in my car anyway. So I may miss a lot of you, like a little plush here. But I do bring home the most important furry in my life, and I never have to let her go. Meow. In fact, Anthrocon then had another really good effect on the two of us. That would be 9.5 years ago to Anthrocon. Hydrate, yeah, I probably need that. And that was... Okay, no, that's the remote control. Further left, a little more. There we are. Got it. Caddie. Back on the desk. Back where you live. Back in your house. And you stay there. Think about what you did.
So 2015?
Yes. That sounds about right.
I can do math.
How do you make an egg roll? You spin it? I don't know. How do you make an egg roll? So 9.5 years ago, Caddie Cutie, thank you. Hello, Ella. Welcome to the fun. You push it. Oh. Ha. Ha. Cute. Push it down a hill, bake it into a pancake, and roll it. All these answers work. So, something became legal in Pennsylvania just about 9.5 years ago. In fact, it was April of coming up on 10 years ago in a month and a half. LOL. We talked to our friend Celeria at a Memorial Day picnic about what we needed to do to make things happen. And she told us to go to the courthouse and fill out some papers and bring said papers with us to Anthrocon, and she'd make sure things would happen. So we got into about 3 different cars from Anthrocon, drove off-site to a park that was pretty close. A few other cars showed up to meet us there, including my parents. And then we stood at the gazebo, and Sherry stood there with her little easel with some paperwork on it. And we stood in front of her, and we said the words she told us to say. And she used a lovely cord and tied our hands together. And then she signed the paper and handed it back to us so we could mail it out. We got married off-site at Anthrocon. So Anthrocon is definitely a very, very important part of our lives. July 5th is our official anniversary. So if you see us on the 5th this year, that's something that happened that day. By golly, we're going to go out for a nice dinner that night. And we look at it this way. Every 4th of July, they set off fireworks to celebrate the fact that we're about to celebrate our wedding anniversary the next day.
That works.
And yes, Flab, if you paid attention, you got the answer to that question. Sweet. I didn't realize our marriages were about the same length. Oh, well, isn't that a pickle there? The anticipation. How does Moses make his morning coffee? I don't know how he makes his coffee.
I I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna let. I'm not gonna spoil it. I know the answer.
Well, thank you for following. Hi, Henrizmanoff. I'm gonna go with Henriz. Cutesy voice. I'll start that now. Let's see. That's 11:50. Okay.
Yep. That's exactly the answer I was gonna say.
He woos it. Oh, how cute. Cuties. What other cons do I go to? Well, we normally only go to Anthrocon and MFF at this point. We are about equidistance from the two. MFF is 3.5 hours drive. Anthrocon is a 5-hour drive. And they're both ones we have good relationships with and get good rooms at and have a good time at. So we tend to keep going there. I miss the Lydia's. Oh, so do I. We are so mad Lydia's is gone. We miss Lydia's hard. The noodle destroying. So much pasta. So good. However, now...
Yes. I don't know that place.
Lydia's? Oh, it was a pasta place over on Smallman Street in the Strip District. It is gone now, though. They closed in like 2020, unfortunately. Not COVID related.
Oh, that's a shame.
It was Smallman Street related. For the number of times there were water main breaks, they kept losing so much business for ages. And if a business keeps having to lose business over and over, they unfortunately must. However, now that news is, I must do something. I'm guessing that was that. He blows it. And since you showed up, you get a hug. Hello. And you are small. You still get a hug. Hello, little Hubkin.
Hello.
Mwah. Good cutie. Now recenter myself. Good enough. All right, we'll go with that. What do you say to a hippie in a 3-piece suit? Yeah, that one's a little bit, that's a bit on the edgy side there. Be nice to people.
It's a good thing I'm a moron, because I don't understand it.
Making fun of the fact that hippies never dress nice.
Ow. Debatable.
From Clinton era.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, let's move on from that. I think that'd be better. Let's da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-dun-da. And click on a couple things while I'm here. Yay, computer doing things for me. I like when I make it do things.
Click on.
Oh, that's interesting. Just another streamer I'm subscribed to is playing Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 remix.
Nice.
It has that one has six different Kingdom Hearts games on it.
Yep, we has that one on
First
disc.
Wait, 6? No, I'm sorry, 5.
It has a few. I've ended up buying Fopsy all of the additive Wii prints that have existed so far. And Nepal wants me...
Get back to Kingdom Hearts 3 before it goes away.
Yeah.
I have so much shit to do. I
Yeah.
need to play the finals to get the last item needed for the free outfit for the event that's going on. I need to get back to Fortnite and level up. I need to get on Dragon Ball The Breakers and at least get to level 50 in the Dragon tier to get a character before he's gone.
Yeah.
So much shit to do.
All right, Nepal. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Did I satisfy your request?
Did you? Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. And now back to sports.
I agree with that, Parpar.
I
Kingdom
like.
Hearts is a fantastic game.
Gang
In
'em.
my childhood, I've only ever played the first one. I never got to 100% it because I could never beat the Ice Titan, and of course I could never beat Sephiroth. But I still played the first one. That was the only one I ever got to play.
I
always wanted to play the second one.
I bought the first one when it was brand new on the PlayStation 2. Because at the time I kind of was doing reviews for some video game website, but they were really bad about liking my reviews because they were looking for certain types of answers, and I was giving other ones. I wasn't giving the religious-oriented version of an answer they wanted to give, so they kind of let me go, and I was fine with that because they weren't paying my butt anyway. Here's a safer work joke. What's the difference between... too slow. What's the difference between me and a book? A good book can surprise you. Oh, and I'm missing more stuff. And hey, Straight Fox, wavies. Hi, Straighty. She says, Kingdom Hearts is a banger of a game series. It totally is. I have only played part of 1 and 2, but I've watched Fopsy play most all of them. I'm behind chat, and I can't scroll up this, so I gotta look over here. And another one, I once went to a city that was ravaged by the Black Plague, and after about a week after the plague faded away, and after 10 days I left. After I left, everyone in the city was happy. I sure tried to...
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I know where that one went. That's not a good one. That's horrible.
Mendy says, I sure tried to play it. She says, I feel ya. I struggle with some of the Kingdom Hearts games, but I still enjoyed it. I played the first one up into... I was somewhere in Alice in Wonderland and the Coliseum, and I couldn't figure out how to finish either, and that's where I got stuck. But then I've watched Fopsy play all the way through.
Still pretty early.
Yeah. I didn't say I was...
The beginning.
Didn't say I was good at games. I said I played them. Kingdom...
That's gonna be fun.
Kingdom Hearts... No thanks. Say no to clean...
Clean cheek be showing. I don't know.
Well...
Say no to Square Enix Pretty Boys.
I like Square Enix Pretty Boys. But if you don't like those games, you're not required to play them. I never tell anyone they have to play a game just because someone else likes it. That's just nuts.
I think I just went a little crazy. I swear I'm hearing Pokemon music.
You might, if you have the world music turned on. I turned all the volume off on it. Commander says, I can never figure my copy out as I bought mine in Japan for my Japanese PS2. Oh my, so you're trying to play it in Japanese? That game was complicated enough in English, let alone in actual English. So, good luck. Loving the Cougar Avatar. Oh, yes, it is a neck bow. This is the Linus model from the Kiggy. So, if you get a Kiggy,
Speaking of Kiggies,
one of the basic models that comes with it is this one. It also comes with that one in many color options. That's a Kiggy. And yep, that was a neck bow. Gotta wear the neck bow. And I got a request for a Lammy dance.
Yep, I was waiting for you to see that.
Well, I've tried to read through things. If there are interruptions, I get through them faster. Who wants a Lammy? I do. So go out and greet your mammy. Hi there. Stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. Hey, made sure I did the sparkle eyes for you there. Got you covered. If I have to complain about one Kingdom Hearts, it's trying to understand the entire story of Kingdom Hearts. Yes. Yes, you need more of
most of the time I don't give a rat's ass about story when it comes to a game. I just want to play it because it looks good. It looks fun.
Yeah, you need.
When it comes to Kingdom Hearts, it's full of Disney character worlds, and I love Disney.
Yeah, if you want
All
to,
matched together.
you need more of a flow chart to figure out Kingdom Hearts lore than you do for all of Star Wars, including stuff that's not canon for Star Wars anymore. Okay, depending
My
on.
friends wanted me to play the games that I skipped to understand the story. I don't care about the story.
And the fact.
I got some pretty good context from the opening cutscene of turning on Kingdom Hearts 3. Got some pretty good context from that.
Having watched Fopsy play pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game here, the fact that they were released on different systems, occasionally like DS games a couple of times, and major parts of the story were in those, including why a lot of things are happening, why a lot of people are where they are, who's a lot of who people. It's like, oh my God, how could you keep up with this when it was new? Let alone now, whenever you have all of these reprint combo super pack on the PS3 and 4 models. So you're just like, okay, I can watch it play in HD. I can do it without having to have a 3DS and a PS2 and a PS3 and maybe a Vita wood or something in there just to fluff it up more, because we can't just. You have to own every system to be able to play these games.
Yeah. So here's just a simple question for Kingdom Hearts. What happens when somebody becomes a Heartless?
Oh. I don't know all the lore.
No, this is actually a pretty easy question, because in the first Kingdom Hearts, Sora became a Heartless. Upon doing that, a nobody was created that looks just like him, named Roxas. So for every Heartless, there is a nobody.
Ah.
Simple.
That's kind of disturbing, actually.
Yeah.
Game
That
is
means-
weird.
That means when somebody becomes a Heartless, there's an exact clone of them somewhere else.
I watched basically the cliff notes of the game and I still was lost. Yes, I could understand that. There's way a lot going on there. You have to be like a total Intuit Kingdom Hearts nerd to truly understand it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you really have to get into it to fully let it all sink in. So if that's your gig,
Limian was
go with
handing
it.
me, wanted you to give me clothes. Your Hopkin looks cold, Caddie. Would you please hand that Floof this long white canvas jacket with very long sleeves and straps?
No, we're not putting a straight jacket on Star. No,
Oh.
Silver does not need a straight jacket.
Yeah, that took you a sec.
I am not crazy, Flemian. How dare.
Chibi dancing and saying beautiful performance. Oh, thank you. If you enjoy that, there's also there's at least one other song listed in there. There's the teapot one. There's also one that makes me admit some things, but those all cost a lot of points, so you don't have to do those. Tap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
I have the points to spend.
Never forget best mercenary. I have no idea what those are, Flam, but hopefully you're enjoying your hashtags. Trying to understand Kingdom Hearts lore is like trying to understand the Inception movie. Did the movie actually end? Did he ever actually wake up? Or was the top actually still spinning? Did it ever stop? We never are going to know. That's Sunny.
I think I want
Sunny
to keep
guy.
my brain intact.
Probably. I'm glad
All this
Sunny
is just
figured
'cause
out.
A streamer is playing Kingdom Hearts.
I am definitely glad Sunny understood the story. I know Fopsy understands the story. So those two can enjoy it, and we could just be there for our husband wives, and let them enjoy their games.
Like, I'm glad you understand it, but I don't get it.
E.
But you have fun.
Ha. No straight jacket. No straighty. I don't make other people wear straight jackets. I know that's your thing too, but
Need a straight jacket.
Flam wants teapot. All right. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. There, you got your teapot. Commander says, I'm the one who's crazy, and I've still got the paperwork from the Navy to prove it. Got that right. You're crazy? Crazy like a fox. Hey. Hey, we have some mental issues then. You're allowed to have mental issues. Makeup check. Well, I don't have... This is not real life, so I can't really do everything, but I'll do my best for you. Just a little check up here and check my other. Let's make sure I look good and make sure you guys look good. There you go. A little on there and a little under there. Make sure your lipstick looks right. There you go. Okay. All right. I made sure everybody looked good. Back in my corner. And now I have Pink Kitty on my left and a Hobkin on my... I have Pink Kitty on my right and a Hobkin on my left, depending on the perspective of how the stream feels. I've been good lately. Been good.
I'm going to curl up in a ball and float.
Yay! Floaty! Well, I'm glad you've been doing okay there, Strady. I'm happy about that. Oh, I understand the Kingdom Hearts lore too. Just sometimes those choose to ignore it because it gives me PTSD. I can understand that. I understand it enough to keep track of who's who and who's actually going to be a bad guy, who's actually a good guy, etc., as much as possible. Enough to enjoy the stories when I'm watching Fopsy play. Cute teapot. Aw, thank you. I try my best to accommodate with the redeemable songs. Rika says, that's a redeem I haven't seen before. Yes, little noodle. They can make me sing songs. And I promise to do my darndest when someone pays their points, I do my best to redeem them to their fullest so they are not disappointed. Mindy giving a happy face. Yay, happy face. Flam says, Commander, is yours depression-based or self-terminating like mine? Or is yours more of a too much stress seeing stuff that you may... Well, we don't need to bring up everyone's personal exact problems. So I'm going to say we don't need to have an answer to any of these questions. I'm okay with people not saying all their personal stuff if they don't choose to. Volunteering is fine, but no one is by any means sequestered to give full mental and health reports. Though I am a Star Wars nerd, so I know almost everything about the universe, canon and legend stuff. I'm 100% with you there, Chi. I am really, really high into the Star Wars nerding. I read a lot of Star Wars novels before, the canon decannoned when Disney bought them. I have so many tech manuals and things that I love studying as a kid and going, oh, so that's how this weapon was made, or that's how that ship worked. Oh, I just love that stuff. And of course, I've seen pretty much everything except there's the newer 3D kiddie show I haven't watched any of yet. I kind of should watch that just to watch it. Think that's about it. But I need to watch that just to catch up. Flam says, I might have a hole in my knowledge, but does someone know the origin of the teacup song? Well, I'm a little teapot? That's just a song. I don't know where it came from. It's an old song. The Star Wars Holiday Special. We'll just reenact the entire Star Wars Holiday Special here.
We will not do that because there's a whole scene of Grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa Wookie with the porn. Grandpa Wookie on TV. watching porn.
No, he had a VR headset.
Well, yes, but I mean it was aired on television.
True.
So he had VR porn that they aired on television back in the 70s.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, have you not watched it?
Somewhere around here.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
You need to find
When I
that
was
just
a kid, but
because.
I grew out of it.
Dude, I have Star Wars
That's
comic
a
books in my
movie
possession.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's a movie that's good to make a drinking game out of, but it's also dangerous to make a drinking game out of.
it is. Dude, I have Star Wars comic books in my possession that date back before the prequels came out. Ooh, I'm jelly. I don't have a lot of comic book stuff, period, so I am very jelly that you have that. I didn't get many comics as a kid because Mom didn't see they were a valuable enough item. So it was pretty rare I'd get my every so often G.I. Joe comic. So hard to follow a storyline if you don't get a comic until like 20 episodes later. And it was on CBS of all places.
I wanted this for a while.
CBS had porn. And they weren't even skinabacks. And never mentioning, it was mentioned lots. But Lucas tried to disown it.
I'm tall.
Really?
After it was shown once, they recalled every single copy, and they tried to destroy every single copy. The only ones that exist out there are ones that people taped when it was originally aired.
You could try to destroy it, but you will fail.
I mean, let's remember, this is from the same director that came up with the idea, that came up with the character of Howard the frickin' Duck.
This is true. Also, pretty much all the regular main cast of Star Wars that was in that movie was actually stoned during the movie filming. Pretty much every one of them was stoned off of their balls, including Carrie Fisher.
Fantastic time.
Sense.
She
was probably the highest because, dear God.
They were so roasted. It was if you stop and think about it in that fashion, realize that a lot more makes sense of how they were in so little of it. And even when they're on screen, they seemed so wow. And yes, Flam, find it, watch it, enjoy. Chi says they're the same comic books inspired by Knights of the Old Republic games. Ooh, Knights of the Old Republic games were so good. I loved those. They had good story and they were fun to play. Just all around great.
I actually have the holiday special on my Mac right now.
I have it stored on a hard drive too. I want to say Riff Tracks did the holiday special. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently ads started at some point. They're probably almost over by now, because I'm not good at things. Carrie Fisher was unhappy because Harrison Ford... what?
Oh, don't mind me.
I am also good at drinking and running, Your Majesty. KOTOR to Legendary. I'm not... I don't think they were too much at feud of who could drink more. But they're movie stars. They had enough money they could drink and ingest whatever they could afford. So rich actors are going to do what they do. It's not my job to judge. I don't judge any friend who imbibes in any alcohols or any other substances, legal or illegal, to alter their perceptions of life. If that is what you wish to do with your money and or your body, that is totally up to you. I drink caffeine. I'm a big fan of coffee. I occasionally enjoy alcohol. I don't need to do drugs because I'm fun enough in the head as it currently stands. I don't need drugs to make that any worse. So I'm good with that.
There.
Enjoy alcohol every now and then. I do drink caffeine, but not coffee. Because I don't like the taste of coffee. I drink soda.
I love.
You drink Monster?
Nope. I drink
Oh,
Mountain
well,
Dew,
that's good.
mostly.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's less bad.
Mountain Dew was my teenage years. Coffee is my friend. I love the flavor. I love a variety of types of coffee. I have multiple ways to make coffee in my house. I want to get a French press. I know Mindy and Sunny usually use one of those for their coffee. But I have several other coffee products. Yeah, but I really enjoy my espresso maker, and I don't know if I'd get enough use out of the French press to make to feel it was a worthy expense. I know it's only
I mean, they're not that expensive though.
It's true. Yeah. It's on my wish list. But it's again another thing I'd have to have sitting around that I'm not using, like my 12-cup drip pot that's under the counter somewhere.
I have that on my desk at work.
I have a single cup maker on my up in our work break room, aka the little desk on the other side of our work room. It can take K cups, but it can also just take grounds, and I just use the ground side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the 12
I
or
refuse to. I refuse to buy the Starbucks that is in the building. Yeah.
good plan. The only reason I wouldn't use the 12er or anything like that is then I'm committed to that many cups of coffee at any given time, and I'm trying to keep myself cut down because it's so easy for me to drink too much. When I cut back, it's because I was up to at least 6 double shots of espresso a day because it was too close to my desk.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And when I stayed at a friend's house that didn't have a coffee maker in their house, I woke up. I was able to stand, open my eyes, look sort of human, but I couldn't words. And I realized I'd had too much of a caffeine thing going on and I needed to cut back.
Mm-hmm. That's dangerous.
And yay,
It's
chi.
called a caffeine addiction.
Yes, and that's why I had to cut down. I get my 1 cup a day on a work day and at max 3 double shots of espresso through a weekend day or day off. But I enjoy myself at my limits. And I am really proud that you had some Knights of the Old Republic series comics there, Chi. That sounds really cool. I envies. I think I'm going to have a bender to end all benders. I apologize. I've not finished setting up a Throne account. I have one. I just haven't put anything on there yet. I'll get around to that. I'm slow. And I don't have a lot of free time. It's a website where streamers can set up things that they would love to have gifted to them that you can buy for the streamer, and it purchases and ships it to the streamer without having to have the address of the recipient.
Yep.
That's actually really
Both
neat.
Heartwood and Connie have this.
Oh yeah, most of my friends that stream have one set up. I just don't know what to put on it, so it's hard to set up stuff like that if you don't want to get. Using a French press means having a grinder and buying whole bean because it needs to be coarse ground. Well, yes, we do have that because I have a high-end espresso maker, which means I have to buy whole bean, and I have a nice burr grinder in my kitchen.
Well, that's we love our bird grinder as well. So nice.
I saw one at Target over the weekend. I was kind of tempted. It's $60, and it's a really nice Cuisinart one, but I'm still enjoying my my Black & Decker. It's not dead. It still grinds good. It's good. It's good, boy.
Yeah, no sense replacing it then.
But that one has higher capacity.
So you have to fill up the hopper multiple times.
I know. Wish list for sussy stuff. Saucy, sussy stuff. But I just buy the sussy stuff that I want. I don't wait for someone else to get it for me. Jeez. Thank you. And they are in pristine condition. I am so lucky to... Oh, that is sweet. I hope they are good reads. Silver Redina. Ooh, whoa. Did you need some ooh, whoa? Do you need ooh, whoa in your life, little napping AFK Hobkin? Will you get some ooh, whoa? Ooh, whoa. I could just do coffee for tips instead. Well, I do that. It's listed on my all my YouTube videos and on my FA journals about it. So if you're interested in supporting me through either coffee or through Patreon, those are options available. My grinder is going... my grinder is in a Gloria Jeans coffee grinder from the 90s. I love just keeping it going. Nice. I got our Black & Decker one when we still lived in Carlisle, so it's probably 15-ish, somewhere around there. It was around the same time we got our first good espresso maker. So, about that long ago. Nepal will be pulling up the Discord in the Tubi Tube. Please enjoy those two locations. They're very helpful. I'm getting closer and closer to being able to monetize the YouTube. So, following is free. That's all I ask if you can. Watching my videos is great. I really appreciate that too. It does help me get more visibility and get my videos pushed out to more people that way in the natural sense. But I have a lot of fursuit videos on there and recasts of all of my streams. So if you want to rewatch any stream, they're all archived there. And if you want to see me being cute in a fursuit, probably in a dress, there too.
Mm-hmm. The recent fursuit when you posted was really adorable.
Oh, thank you. I have one uploaded, ready to go live tonight after I'm done with my stream. So look forward to that as well.
Ooh, nice.
Mm.
Yes. And also, if you want to join the Discord, please actually accept the rules. Otherwise, you'll just stay in like a lobby area where you can't actually do anything.
This is true. I like, things are scrolling. I like with a chat command to pull it up. Oh, yeah, I should do that. I should add the chat commands for those things too. Apparently, whatever that was went away. I saw a big screen. I'm guessing they were advertising. Right. Okay, things got tied back down here. Question: Is anyone here looking forward to October this year? I know I am. I got things I gotta look forward to before October. Anthrocons coming up in July. Thanks for streaming, all. You're welcome.
October for one specific reason.
Tricky treat?
No, better.
There's something better than trick or treat in October?
My birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday then.
My birthday
Bink.
is in October.
Yay! Oh, and you are welcome, Strady. I enjoy streaming. I gives you hugs back. I'm looking forward to spring, fall in its own time. I can definitely feel that as well. I do like many of the seasons, specifically any of the seasons where I don't have to have the air conditioner or the heater on.
Right.
Flam says to Chi, I'm hoping to have a job by then. Otherwise, it'd be quite hellish for me, to be honest. Aw, I'm sorry. Well, good luck. Hopefully that works out. Yeah, an ad bot. Well, thank you for taking care of that. I'm assuming that was you, Mendy. I appreciate. Yeah, I see your name was next to that. So, yay, thank you. Good.
It was.
Good tiger. Advertisement bots. Oh, no. Yeah, those happen. I'm big enough to get ad bots. I'm somebody. I'm a somebody now. Okay, I'm happy. Good catch, Mindy. Yeah, good catch, Mindy. Happy wave. Mendy's good boy. Chi says to Flam, I hope you get one by then. I agree. I hope you get good jorb. Good jorb that pays good monies. Stray says, winter for me. I missed out on Christmas in 2023 in bed. Aww. Covering from Soy Joey. We didn't get much Christmas celebration here either, so a lot of my friends weren't feeling it. So yeah, Christmas was a little bit of a kind of a drawn over note this year. But Fopsy, I did enjoy our exchanges and stuff, so yeah. Me too. Don't want to end up jobless, burdened. 10 years unemployed is enough. Ooh, yeah. Good luck on that. Don't want to miss out on a dapper Christmas. Oh yeah. You want to? It's fun to dress nice for Christmas times. Aw, hope you're doing better now. Yes, we hope you're doing better now. I'm walking. Yay, walking. Okay, well, that's definitely better. Walking is definitely a positive.
I saw something.
Reason why is because I have a band that I listen to all the time. Recently announced they're coming out with their very own comic book inspired by their music. That's October. Woot! All right, well, I hope that's a good comic. Please enjoy. Hi, Crystal. Silly little Redux.
This is my new Redux. I figured out how to put clothes on it.
You're no longer naked. This is good. I agree, Nepal. This is good.
This one's always naked.
Don't mind me. I'm looking at something that I see on Caddie's stream.
Just need to get my left leg strengthened. It's still quite well. Well, yeah, you had some surgery on there, so hopefully that. Keep working on it. I am sure you will get your strength back.
Okay. There we go.
It is. It's quite wildly so. Well, keep at it. Keep at it there, Straighty. Get back to the. You'll be back to running marathons in no time, or at least walking around Walmart without having to take rests every 10 minutes. Chi be giving some hearts to Flam. Yay!
Now Babkin. Oh, jeez, I'm super tiny.
I can go up and down the stairs. Just have to be careful. Well, good. I'm glad you can get up and down the steppies. You're one up on my mother. She needs her fun seat to go upstairs at this point. Fortunately, insurance did cover that, so they have the fun seat installed in their front hall. Extra important since they have a 100-plus-year-old house that does not have a bathroom on the first floor.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know if the revamp had 5 fingers.
Well, apparently it do. Mendy says an album I pre-ordered comes out next month. Woot! It almost didn't since the company they go through declared bankruptcy. Ooh. I still don't know.
That's an issue.
I still don't know about the other album I ordered, as there hasn't been a follow-up. But the singer is in both bands, so it'll work out, I'm sure. Let's hope so. I hope you get all of them albums. I think it's.
I'm going to do this.
I can blab.
Get up to the camera and that.
Cute little Babkin. I have one thing coming out, and I think it's August this year. I'm really anxious for another full-size expansion for BattleTech by its current owners, a Mercenaries kit. So I'm really looking forward to that set. I will happily be spending I probably be putting the pre-order money on that. I know it was on Kickstarter a while ago, and I missed it. But at least I see the pre-order on Amazizzle, so I am going to bust I think it's $75 on that. So I get it as soon as it comes out. Flam says, I have this ever-burning urge to build the world's biggest bed frame and donate it to charity, or sell it to someone rich and donate the proceeds to some charity. Don't know why, really. Well, if it makes you happy, do it. The band is called The Midnight, and went to a couple of their concerts. Even got to meet the band members in person. Oh, that is very neat. Agreeing with Mendy. Very neat. Does that mean you ordered yourself an Ares battle mech? No? I am waiting for Ninja Sex Party and Sky Hill. Nice.
Ninja Sex Party.
I hope you enjoy those when they come out.
Yep.
Ninja Sex Party is a band that when the Game Grumps is part of, Dan Avedon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense. I knew I heard of them. I just didn't remember where. But
Their music is actually really good too.
Well, cool. I hope it's a good album.
I've got two of Danny's songs saved on a playlist. One where he did a cover of Scarborough Fair with the Guitar Bros, and another one called Starlight Brigade.
I love
Will you
Starlight
stop
Brigade.
pooping me?
I love Starlight Brigade. That's an awesome song.
I will not stop.
I love Starlight
never
Brigade
stop.
too. It's an amazing song.
He
What's
does.
the one that he
I
did
can
with
poop you all I want because I'm bigger. I'm tall. I'm bigger than you.
what's the one that he did with
Napkin.
where you had Jacksepticeye and Markiplier in the beginning?
I don't know. He does Sky Hill and Shadow Academy as well as Star Bomb. Nice.
Oh, it's called School Patrol apparently.
Starlight Brigade
He says.
is a banger. I'm going to have to say I would hopefully agree. I would love to hear some of their stuff. I'll put that on my to-do list. Cool Patrol.
I found this in the couch over there.
Jaeger. Jaeger Bomb for confidence.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
that alcohol can stay far away from me.
Don't worry.
Baby
Don't worry.
dog.
I'll take care of it all for
What are
you.
doing? Who taught you how to be a parent? I sure as hell didn't.
I love
That
Yagi.
alcohol is the only thing that's ever given me a hangover.
I'm sorry.
To beef.
I will never get.
Beef
I can't
it.
get drunk because I get an instant headache just from a little bit of alcohol. What do you
Fine.
want?
Oof.
To be fair, I have been left unsupervised, so.
Silver, that sounds like your problem.
I have a question. Have you ever heard of aggressive elevator assault? Nope. The only alcohol I've ever been drunk on was tequila, but I think I have a reason why. Not because tequila is tequila, but because of how I drank tequila. Because I drank it as a margarita with salt, which means not only was I getting the dehydration from the margarita itself, but the salt also is a dehydrant. So I was getting dehydrated from the booze and the salt, and that would make a lot more sense why I
What the hell was
got
that?
a... It wasn't even that bad. It was more just the kind of the headache, you know, kind of migraine-y kind of hangover. I've had way...
You can drink margaritas like they're water.
Oh, can drink like water. Hell, yes. But I need to make sure I drink water with them.
Yeah, that's what I've been told too.
Details.
Drink water when you're drinking alcohol.
Yeah. I just need to drink more with
Alcohol-
Margie's.
Alcohol while
I
eating
got
too.
the best solution.
So
Don't drink it
basically, my
all.
problem-
Then you don't have that problem.
So basically, my problem was for the quick instant
tastes
headache
good,
that I would
though.
always get was I was never hydrated enough and I was never full when I would drink alcohol. So yay, dum dum. Hey, dude, stupid shit.
It's a music genre, not people. Okay, cool. The food thing will not help you actually process the alcohol any better. However, it will keep you from having an upset tummy in the direct sense, because then there's something to at least offset it in your stomach itself. As far as the absorbing the alcohol, actually does 100% no difference to how quickly you absorb the alcohol. Alcohol will pass through your stomach into your bloodstream. Well, pass through either your stomach directly or into your small intestine pretty directly, whether or not you have a hamburger in there or not.
Daddy has my papa. Where'd the bottle go?
I don't know.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
There it is.
But yeah, it actually does not affect your ability to absorb the alcohol.
The baby from drinking.
I'm not. It doesn't actually stop your body from absorbing the alcohol. But yes, it will potentially help you keep a tummy ache down if you are drinking too much direct hard liquor and not enough mixer and or stuff like that. Because like anything you have just too much of in your stomach, you eat a bag of Lay's potato chips, you might get a stomach ache from that. For the same reason you get a stomach ache from drinking a half a bottle of vodka. I recommend neither of those things, both of which are not good for you. Something go ding, and then I'll read chat. Something go ding. I have to see what went ding.
These items have physics here.
What's the ding? What's my ding? It is Chi is falling. Oh, thank you, Chi, for the follow. I appreciate. Selling 1 damaged life. Sour broken bits, loose bolts. Can be fixed and salvaged per parts. Starting price 10 cents. I'm pretty sure worth at least $1 there. Mendy says, I must away for now. I hope the rest of your stream is great. Why, thank you, Tiger. I appreciate your patronage and your help this evening on dealing with the dum-dums. And I will see you again later. Be a good tiger and hug...
We must away.
Hug...
Break of day.
Hug that corgi for me and pet the other corgi and the burners and the kitties. You pick whichever corgi you want to hug and which one you want to pet. I'm okay with either direction. But I want to find out afterwards which was which. Well, they have a pet corgi and Mendy's husband's a corgi. So I go with whichever one wants to be hugged is the one that gets hugged and the one that wants to get petted gets pets. I go both ways.
Why not both for both?
Small furry potato.
Both for both. And Siri's adorable, and I love her to bits. And yes, that's the one that in the Discord, the picture of the corgi falling asleep on a foot. That's Siri sleeping on my foot. She's so cute. I think that eating absorbs some of the alcohol, slowing down the rate of absorption, but you still get all of it in the end. This is fair.
Bingo.
If you know an empty stomach, it passes in the small intestine. Unimpeded absorbs more freely. I have heard it does still absorb just about the same rate, whether or not there's food. But I will definitely say I have a lot less chance of getting a tummy ache if I have something in there.
That joke before.
Um,
Parpar has a joke saying,
I'll
"Where
get
does
there.
Darth Vader
I'll
get
get
all
there,
these
honey.
designer shoes?"
You don't have to read the chat for me, honey. I'll get there.
I'm sorry. I'm a little.
Yes, dear, don't worry. I keep up with my chat. I'm not that far behind. I'm not Fopsy.
But I've heard this joke before because the Game Grumps did it.
Well, I'll be off. See you all later. Good night as well, Flam. I know it's late for you. You're somewhere in the Urup zones. Rest well and see you again later.
Lost my mind.
Cheese says, I have another joke. Where does Darth Vader get his designer shoes from? I don't know. Where does he get his designer shoes from?
It's such a dumb joke.
It's allowed to be a dumb joke. I appreciate dumb jokes.
I remember this from a Game Grumps episode that was put into an animated short where
Lammy.
Aaron was doing a Yoda impression.
Oh, that's mine now. Thank you.
Guys, I can do this.
Nice.
Yeah, that's mine now. I keep at the Darth Maul. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good dad joke.
I'm gonna try to read that in my best Yoda impression.
Go ahead.
Where does Darth Vader get all of his designer shoes? At the Darth Mall. Funny joke.
Funny. The lamb is out recruiting. I say, yes. Can I join? I'm a very willing subject. I request the alchemy table, the conversion table. I would happily make gold coins into bars for you.
I want to play Cult of the Lamb.
It's such a fun game. I really enjoy it. It's really inexpensive, and it's still fun even if you're not streaming. I will say I played through the main story before the expansions happened twice. It was a blast even by myself.
As far as I'm gone, I am about to fight the one who waits.
Ooh, good luck.
I'm taking a little break from video games after what the hell I went through.
I've not started that because I'm doing side stuff.
There's so much side stuff. There's so much side.
Yeah.
And don't worry, the game.
And for me, my little break is because I was playing Dark Souls. I had to cheat to kill a boss.
Nice.
Because he was such a pain in the butt.
They made, since the last expansion, not the current one, there's actually more story plot now after the one who waits. So you have more to look forward to. You have plenty of game to enjoy.
Including Sins of the Flesh.
Yeah, that's now part of it
Are
too.
you making babies?
Actually,
I haven't
Sins
yet.
of the Flesh, after you beat the first 4 bishops, it unlocks.
Nice. A cult? Sweet. Where's the Kool-Aid? I make the best Kool-Aid. I only get red.
2 of our friends in that, Connie and Vesca.
Nice.
And immediately they tried to kill each other.
Makes
They got
sense.
drunk and started fighting each other.
But yes, my cult definitely has the best Kool-Aid. I only buy red flavor. Red flavor is best Kool-Aid. You can all fight me on this. Red is best Kool-Aid ever. Not specifically cherry or strawberry. Any red. Though black cherry is usually my favorite. Yes?
There might be a bad connotation with red Kool-Aid.
Why? Because it looks like blood?
No. It was a certain event that happened.
From the actual cults?
No. Yes.
You mean the one where they made the poison Kool-Aid and they all killed each other? Yeah, I know. Which is actually what I was joking towards. Yes, I knew about that.
Oh, okay. okay, good.
Yes, the moment I saw cult and Kool-Aid, I knew what we were talking about. I'm not... That's long enough ago that we are allowed to make a joke about it. That was back in like the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, like 76, I think.
That was pre-Caddie. If events have happened pre-Caddie and Caddie is this old, it's okay. I'm still playing. The new expansion is fun. Yay, baby followers. Baby followers. They make our dreams come true. Baby followers, we sacrifice you.
What? If you have the points, you know what you must do.
When your cult feels kind of weird and they want to have some food, you sacrifice one and you turn them into num-nums too. Baby followers, they make our tub-tubs full.
I'm pretty sure this is what you wanted me to do, hon. This one.
You sacrifice the one that want to eat a bowl of poo.
And you make them eat a bowl of poo. A bowl of poo.
Tell the follower that I requested it.
I will wound that up because that was at 6, just before 6 to all the way to 9. You get the whole, got a few extra seconds here. I will not cheat you. Partly because I think I cheated the last cutesy voice a little too because I started talking and I forgot I was supposed to be cutesy. Oh.
I can say this with it.
I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Are you satisfied, little Hobkin? Good
If I
little
could move my arms,
Babkin.
I'd give you pets.
Is it, baby?
This pleases this pleases the cult of the lamb. Please continue.
Apparently, we have pleased the cult. I have done my part for today. I am good.
Now serve you the highest amount of food, the best quality of food.
Ooh, can I have
She's a cat, so give her a fish.
can I have a mixed meal? I would like a mixed meal, please.
Yes.
Yay, mixed meal. The bedding is the finest, often made of lichen, often edible. Now, don't you think your life before was tiresome and forgettable? Deep in the dark, the forest where secrets sleep,
This thing's huge.
we serve he who waits beneath. Arms raised forth in sacrifice, pull down wool over our eyes.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he's right there.
He's over there, not in front of the camera anymore.
Oh, he was behind us.
I'm just trying to position him in front of me. If I can.
Good luck.
Okay, well that's a position.
His ass
You're
is
in
in
front of
front of
Caddie
the
right
camera. And his ass is facing the camera.
I don't mind his ass facing the camera as long as it's not in front of me.
Well, his head was in down there.
Anyway. Meow. I do have a lot of video games I would like to take time to play, but I'm not good at taking time for stuff like that, and people keep wanting my actual free time whenever I have it. So I don't have time for doing things I want to a lot of the times. Like, I like seeing my friends and all, but I also have art projects I want to work on. I have house things I have to do. And I then end up getting too tired to do some of the stuff I actually want to do. I bought the Master Chief Collection back on the Christmas sale, and I haven't even had a chance to open it.
It's fun to play.
I have friends who need me to go drive them places, so that eats up a Saturday usually when I do that. We've had stuff happening, which eats up Saturdays, which then takes up my time. I've been trying to work on a fursuit, which then takes up time. I had to go do things like shop at Sam's Club, which takes up much of a Saturday. When you lose all that much time, it's hard to...
I am no longer a cult leader.
You're demoted to just being a cult member. But as an adult who has a full-time job and streams 2 days a week, makes YouTube videos 2 days a week, a lot of your rest of your free time gets eaten up by basically regular adult stuff. It's something it's hard to think about until it happens to you. If you... Commander, Caddie, you have a call on line 3 with a customer? Oh, hell no, do I have a call on line 3 with a customer? I'm off. I am so off. I am not on call. Ever. In fact, if my boss tells me to do something and it's too close to the end of my shift, I have the balls to tell her no. I have the balls to tell her tomorrow. She's like, can you work on this? And I say, I have 5 minutes left in my shift. Do you want me to do that tomorrow? I kind of wanted it now. Well, you kind of didn't ask till 5 minutes late into my shift.
Beforehand.
I don't voluntarily do overtime. Further on that note.
Overtime.
Oh, they're willing to pay overtime. I don't want to work overtime. Especially for doing something like calling a customer, because this is my answer to spending my free time calling a customer. I wholeheartedly put that right out there.
Oh my god.
In my advancing years,
Ooh, Pink Lucario.
I no longer have...
Oh, Lord.
I no longer feel it is worth it to me to work overtime. Extra money is fine. And sure, I can buy stuff with it. But my time is more valuable than an extra $20 after taxes. If I work an extra hour in a work day, say on a Tuesday, that means I have an extra hour of work in my day. I have an hour less of free time in my day. So not only do I have more work, but I have less recovery before the next day of work. If I do 2 hours, that's 2 extra hours of actual work
I see
and
that in
2
the
hours
football.
left, less of free time. So for me, I find overtime is not as much worth it. We make enough to pay our bills. We make enough to still put money into the savings and pay more on the house every month, etc., and get all the fun things we want. I do not care if I work overtime. I prefer when they give me the holiday days off. They're the freebies, but I accept if I have to work them and I get the extra money. She says, what does Obi-Wan tell Luke to get to treat an open wound? Use the forceps, Luke? Just guessing. So yeah, I am more free time than I am extra work time. I find me is more important than work. Apply force to it. Oh, okay. Cute. But yeah, when you, I know a lot of you, and this is no judgment, live with friends or family, and you're not necessarily the one that's in charge of keeping a house physically running. This is not a judgment. I'm not opposed to you doing this. This does save a lot of money. If you can tolerate living with your family and they can tolerate you living there, that saves a lot and everybody succeeds a little bit.
Like me.
And yes, and I'm not mad about that, 100%. But when you're a homeowner, not a renter, there's a lot more things you have to do on a day-to-day basis. I know a joke came out before about the fact that, yes, I'm the handyman. I fix things around the house, and I forget who said, well, you have to be the one who breaks things first. One, there's 2 people in the house. I'm not always the one that breaks something. 2, things don't necessarily get broken because you're stupid and drop it on the floor. Sometimes things just on their own break, and you have to deal with fixing them.
Yep.
I have fixed so many toilets. I don't just mean plunge them because somebody took a big poo. I mean, I've fixed some of the internals of the toilets more than a few times. I fixed drains that physically had broken off. I have done some minor rewiring. I have done repairs of... I do the repairs when something goes wrong. I have to deal with all of the things that are maintenance in life. Mowing lawns, raking leaves. You have to remember laundry still exists. Paying bills gets bigger when you have a house because an apartment may have some things included, like maybe water or whatever. When you own a house, you have to pay your water bill, your electric bill, gas bill, everything.
In a house, if anything breaks, you gotta fix it on the landlord.
Yeah.
Right?
Like when the furnace died.
'Cause
Like when the water heater needed replaced. Like when the spring on the garage door snapped. You deal with this stuff. Caddie!
Cutie entered the chat.
Hello, honeybee. You are a very good boy. Shit in houses wears out. Hell yes. Absolutely, Rika. 100%. No item is permanent. Stuff wears out.
Yes.
Holy crap,
Yes, I can agree on it,
Paul,
especially
I
with that
didn't know you
garage
were
thing you were talking
fashionable.
about.
The
We couldn't open our garage door because something broke.
Fopsy went out on to go get something in the grocery store, came back, pressed the button to open the garage door. It went up about a foot and slammed back down. Half the spring snapped.
Oh, that's encouraging.
We were able to get a repair guy there that afternoon, and he repaired it reasonably. So we have his sticker on our button to call if anything breaks ever again.
Our current issue with the house right now is the fence we share with the neighbor needs to be replaced. Because twice our dog has gotten out through a hole in the fence into the neighbor's yard.
I know a good guy in this town that'll do it. We had to have fence replaced. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Stupid feckin' tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fence is falling apart. It needs to be replaced.
We have a brand new shiny section in our fence. Grumble, grumble, grumble. 2 of them. Grumble. I rent a house, but most of the mate. You look
That's what you
pretty.
got your power, last year? No.
Yeah, that's when the power went out. And we were down about $4,000 all said and done after all the things we had to pay and the insurance didn't cover. And then our homeowner's insurance went up. Yeah. I rent, but I do most of the maintenance. When we rented our last apartment, our landlord was such a lazy ass derp. When the sink had problems, I fixed it. When the toilet in that place had problems, I fixed it. I just was like, I don't feel like waiting for your dumb ass to have a free minute to come up and fix our stuff. I just fixed it. When the house...
Our landlord had to constantly fix the heat HVAC.
Ugh.
So the capacitor the run capacitor kept dying.
Our apartment had electric baseboard heating we never had to use because the lady below us always had the heat cranked. So our place in the winter, we had to open windows. And there was no air conditioning built in. So we had 2 5,000 BTU units, one in the bedroom and one in the living room, and just basically turned them both on, and it kept our whole place cold. Honeybee blushing.
A lot about pipes. Maybe you would know why. In the house I'm currently living in, my bathroom, my shower head and the bathtub faucet have the lowest water pressure in the entire house.
They may just be the farthest downwind effectively from the source point. And if you have access to your water beginning where it comes into your house, you may be able to just turn the dial up on it and increase the water pressure of the entire house, but be careful. You don't want to overdo it in case some of your plumbing does have a leak somewhere. Just a heads up warning.
All the water pressure is fine everywhere else. It's just my bathroom that has the lowest.
It could just be farthest down the line.
It may be that, plus it may be a smaller diameter pipe.
This is true.
That's a possibility.
Honey, why are you blushing? You're a good boy. You're a good little honeybee.
Because we called him cute.
Honeybee, you're a cute little good boy. You don't need to blush. And Maki, hello. Hello, little vixen kit. Welcome to the stream. It's an odd hour for you. And are you in a break or something? Good evening, cutie pie. I am doing just ducky. How are you? Rika says, oh, I have the absolute best landlady in the entire world. I have hardly any rent because I take care of the place and I am on call for... That is actually amazing. I am really happy about that. Ours raised the rent just before he moved out. Hello, Caleb, the announcer 27. Howdy there. Hello. welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow and thank you for chatting. This is what I do. I chat, so thank you for helping with it. Our landlord raised the rent in the apartment building, his one building, which he's renting at that time 2 of the 3 apartments and living in a 4th in the building himself. He raised the rent in the apartments per resident. We were the longest standing tenants who never give him any trouble. The business that lived on the 2nd floor was constantly complaining about absolutely everything and getting her way. But he raised the rent in the building per tenant per apartment. So our rent was going up like $100 while hers was going up $50. While we have the smallest apartment in the entire building, we never give him a problem. We don't have a dog, which she was not supposed to have in the first place, but she begged until he let her have it. And we had to be quieter because us walking around made the dog have problems. The dog being there meant I had a problem, but, that's not my fault. I don't have any control over that. We don't miss the apartment. We don't miss the old lady. And we hope that
Karen as a neighbor, basically.
We hope that a very loud group of people that like to play rap music at maximum volume moved in above her because she hates that kind of music. She also, during the last year we were living there, was telling us how important it was to vote for some guy that liked to have orange on his face and how important it was to vote for him.
Okay, well, that explains everything.
And how you should never vote for a woman as a woman. She's saying, because we're too emotional. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Crock of crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we left Crazy Lady in Carlisle.
You heavily had a Karen as a freaking neighbor.
The irony is,
I would
we.
have left it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I would have left an internet an internet accessible speaker somewhere there just to play music at like 3 a.m.
Heh, heh. Love. The irony is, in this place we bought right now, our neighbors to our right, the wife in that house is actually named Karen, but she's a really nice lady. So we moved away from a Karen to living next to someone named Karen, who's nice.
Big difference.
She's really friendly. She's a really nice lady. I love anytime I've run into her. I don't go out and talk to humans very much, but anytime we interact, it's always good. So, yay. I helped her when she got locked out of her house because she had groceries that needed to be kept cold, so I took them in and put them in the fridge for her. She accidentally left the house without the house keys, just the car keys. I can admit this is possible, but I'm...
See, that's why I have them attached on the same keyring.
Yeah. That, and we have a keypad. I can open up the garage door from the outside without... Even if I somehow didn't even have the car with me, I can get into the house. And even if I'm starting to have problems with any of this stuff, but I do have my keys, I actually got one of the garage door opener buttons on my keychain because it was $20. I was like, oh, I need that. I don't know why I need that, but I need that.
Nice.
I don't have the button to make the car unlock and lock. Fopsy has the only key we have for that. But I have the button on my keychain that makes the garage door open if I want to. We have ye old ancient garage door clicker, like from the 80s or 70s. You know, the one with 3 buttons that clips onto your visor.
I do too.
We even have a backup one. I bought of those when my sister was staying with us for a few months because I was like, this will make it easier for you getting into the house. I hate our front door lock. It's a pain in the toot. The deadbolt has this weird push button thing on the outside that we've figured out how to make work like all of once. I've made the door unlock by pressing the number buttons right
Good lord.
like once, and it's like
There's booze hidden everywhere in this house.
booze. Well, we need booze. So yeah. And the only neighbor we have some neighbors here that we have less than exciting relationships with, including the one behind us, but we don't see him much, which is fine by me. The annoying lady to our left, they sold their house recently, so that's fixed. The Central Asian originating family across the street from us moved out recently. Kind of sad. They were fun. They weren't a bad neighbor. And they had like several children that lived with them too. I think they were a family of like 2 parents and 4 kids. Not trying to be racist, mind you. I think they were of India origin. Not 100%.
Oh.
But somewhere...
Hey, I'll be right back.
Somewhere of that general region of dialect and skin tone. I'm bad with race. I apologize. I am horrible with race and origin locations. But they were really nice, a nice family. They never caused us any problems. Their dog barked a lot, but it was never a big deal. They always yelled at it when it came out when it wasn't supposed to. So I was like, okay, you're taking care of that. You didn't let it out to come bark at me on purpose when I was going to the mailbox, which is actually on our side of the street in front of our house. But the dog thought it was its possession was the mailbox area. So this little yippity dog runs across their yard, across the street to come yip at me as I'm getting the mail and to say, well, aren't you a vicious little thing? It's not bothering me. It's just a small dog. It's not biting me. It just came over to bark. I'm like, and they come out immediately. They run out the door and they come and take care of the dog. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's like only the second time this has ever happened. I'm not mad. It's not Javi's neighbor dog that is pretty much constantly out in their front driveway, and anytime someone gets out of a car in that entire cul-de-sac, it will bark at you like you have invaded its personal territory, even if you never come close to its yard. And it's the replacement from the previous dog they had that did that. Little toy poodle.
I have neighbors with dogs like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, barks like it thinks it's a Great
Dane.
Dane.
Across the street. So.
Well, I have to say that all dogs have the same size vocal cords.
They just have different sized bodies to be
So
attached to
little
them.
dogs exactly, which is why little dogs are so much yappier.
Eh. Why can't they all be well behaved like Mendy and Sunny's doggos? Those are such good doggos. I like seeing Freya and Siri and Ishi. I can't say her name right. I've seen it written. I've heard it said. His name is Ishi.
Theory.
Hope you're doing okay. I'm feeling a little sick and couldn't go. Oh.
Izzy?
Err.
Could it be possibly Izzy?
I don't know. I hope you feel better, Mackie. I'm sorry you were not feeling good enough to go into work. Oh, please take care of yourself, little one. If depending on what kind of thing it is, if you have the appropriate pill, take the appropriate pill and feel better. If you need to, Instacart whatever you need, like I don't know, whatever kind of pill it needs to fix the problem. You can put 2 and 2 together. If you're not sure what you need, ask, and I will in private, and I will let you know what to pick up.
Yeah, sure. Also, chicken noodle soup and than either 7-Up or whatever modern day 7-Up is.
Mm-hmm.
And orange juice.
Yeah.
I don't think Mackie has any orange juice in the house. Last time I was there, it was all sports drinks and Pepsi.
I've currently got Diet Pepsi in my house, but it's not being drank. That's because none of us drink it. I only use it for my ramen recipe.
We have pineapple juice in the fridge and almond milk and Diet Dr. Tundar and Diet Sam's Choice Cola. But mostly I drink hot tea.
Tundar.
Yes, Dr. Tundar. Hey, Caddie,
Is that actually what it's called, or do you mean Thunder?
It is Dr. Thunder, but, it's more fun to say it the other way. Hey, Caddie, I'm sorry I'm late. I finished up a game of Dunda.
Walmart brand.
I slayed some biznitches and laid some wiznitches. Oh, yeah. You go, Not. I'm glad you did it. Good kitty.
And I'm eating pizza.
Nepal goes, aww. And Not says, to feel better, Sundamaki. We all agree. You need to feel better. It was bad earlier. I had a bad headache. Almost made me throw up a couple times. Ugh. I just bought a... Oh, okay. Well, that's got some vitamins, but that's full of added sugar. That's closer to juice. You're getting closer. But I'll do that in a
I got a
second.
better suggestion for you, Maki, which is the type of orange juice I've currently got down in the fridge is pulp-free orange juice with calcium in it.
I prefer a little pulp in
There
mine.
you go.
Yeah, I like chewier orange juice better. And I have a request of a song. Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do. So go out and greet your mammy, mammy, mammy. Hi there. And stomp, stomp, stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. There it is.
That wasn't a me, that was just a sound.
Thank you, little Lammy.
You asked for Lammy, so here you go.
Gatorade got me through some bugs that would I have not eat otherwise. Gatorade at least will help you rehydrate. It does have, but be careful. Also drink regular water with it. Gatorade does have electrolytes, but that also means it helps you absorb water. Also drink other water with the Gatorade. Don't worry, I'm going to make myself some chicken doodle soups. Good girl. Go girl, Maki. Get that soups in you.
I would say one of the worst sicknesses I've had when growing up. I cannot accept this invite because this is it's invite plus. Okay.
Is it someone I allow here?
Yeah, you've met her before.
Okay.
That's my friend Valerie.
All right, that's fine.
Anyways, with my little story, my mom told me she was sick, and I was like, I have a pretty strong immune system. I licked her on the cheek anyways, and then, I was bedridden for a couple of days. I had no energy to get up. I didn't feel hungry. Didn't go to the bathroom. Didn't feel thirsty. Nothing. I was just in bed for days. Nothing else happened. I just could not do anything.
I'm sorry.
I was in and out of sleep talking with this one on a tablet at that time.
You might want to go find her so she can get up here.
Before it disappears, I see Cheese said we got soda, OJ, purple stuff. I want that purple stuff. Sunny D. I love those commercials. Heck yeah, destroy that chicken doodle soup for me. Yes, chicken doodle soup. Not very important. And not, I saw that. And heard the ding ding.
And Cult of the Lamb.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. It always is so nice when people think I'm worth subscribing to. It means you really, really appreciate what I do and you want to help make it happen. And that makes me happy. And thank you. I know I shouldn't really validate myself on what other people do and don't do, but I do it does make me feel nicer when people do that. So thank you so much. She been doing little dancings. Commander says, my college professor's wife was part of the team that designed Gatorade. Water it down 50-50. I am definitely going to agree with that, Commander. And I say that simply because the amount of sodium, the amount of electrolytes that are in that, it's pretty hefty. There's a lot in there.
See, I learned something because my mom's insane with the whole hostess thing. Or home remedies. You buy Himalayan salt. Put a little pinch of it on your tongue and then drink your water. It'll help your cells absorb the water.
Well, yes, actually.
It has all the minerals water is supposed to have.
Especially the salt part. It does help you absorb things. And I'm sorry, Chi, that you got stuck in an ad. It's probably about over by now if it isn't already. So I have the Better TTV plugin, and I have it set to highlight messages and play a ding when either variations of my name are typed or noodle, since I'm called that frequently. It results in false pings sometimes. Yes, you've been pinged many times. We were talking about chicken noodle soup there, dudes. I apologize about that. And I don't the same way, because that way it got your attention. You came and paid attention to us, and we love you, and you're a good little noodle. Who's a good little noodle?
Sorry.
Who's a good little noodle? You're a good little noodle, Rika. Best noodle. Absolutely should. There's nothing wrong with getting spoiled with subs. Thank you. Thank you again. You're all really nice when you do that. I don't mind the tax problem. I'm going to deal with that as soon as the last 1099 gets here for the mortgage. Then I'm going to do the taxis. I think we made just enough that we have to for the we made just enough from Twitch combined between the two of us to hit the ratio where we have to declare it. So the tax guy gets their share. Oh, did you delay me dance? I missed a bit of the stream. Oh, were you the one that redeemed it? Did you redeem it? Well, you know what? I'll do it again because you did resubscribe, and I think that's a valid extra reason to give you something nice. Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do. So go out and hold on. Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do. So go out and greet your mammy, mammy, mammy. Hi there. So stomp, stomp, stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. There.
Nice.
Nice. Avatar.
I love it.
Thank you. I needed that, and that worked well. Back to me. Ba-ding! There we go. I want to go back to see the days where ads didn't exist. Yeah, but I do get paid for those, and I appreciate the little bit of money they do give me. They do help fund computer repairs that are coming up in end of March / beginning of April. So you existing through those ads does help me get what I need to keep my stream going. It was originally designed to designed to float burn victims. Huh. Yep, usually people talking about soup or ramen or something. Jeez. Yeah, well, noodle. We love you, Noodle. I'm gonna have some ramen after I'm done with the stream, and there's a lot of noodles in my noodle. My noodle, you little doodle. I just bought.
Type of ramen I it is so good.
I just bought 2 more cases of 24 when I was at Sam's Club this weekend, so I'm stocked. I wasn't out. I said I bought 2 more cases while I was at Sam's Club. I'm dedicating more shelf to that. I have to wait.
One of the things my aunt and uncle get me when they go to Sam's is a 5-pound bag of gummy bears, Black Forest.
Nice.
Haribo, because Haribo with 5-pound bag of gummy bears are individually bagged. It's annoying.
Yeah.
And I like Black Forest because it's not as tough as Haribo is.
Do you get the regular or
Black
the
Forest is
sugar-free?
actually a little healthier. No, don't eat sugar-free gummy bears. I already know this. It's a bad idea. I haven't done it, but I already know it's a bad idea from what I've heard.
I'm sorry, Commander, that you have to wait for your.
Playing with my ear.
Sorry, you have to wait for your stock form too. Honestly, the fact that I don't think we get much back for the house's interest. I think it just comes out of the state tax, not the federal. I hate having the fact that they drag their feet, and it's usually like a week into February before I see that come in the mail. Because before I had the house to deal with, I usually would have all of my stuff mid-January and get the taxes sorted just to get it dealt with, so I didn't have to think about it. Now I got W-2s and 1090s and things sitting on my desk and on my computer, and I just can't do with it. And Rika says, Lulu made me a head pat emote for you. That is really adorable. I love your little head pat emote. I am so happy you have your own emote in her set. She's so good to her little noodle. You're a good noodle. You're a very good noodle. Well behaved, even if she calls you a gremlin. I think you're a good boy. You're a very good boy, and I appreciate you, you little smile monster. Thanks, Caddie. You are welcome, not. Of course I would make sure you got your redeems worth, especially if the ad caught you or something. Because you gave the big credit today, so I'd be extra nice.
That's a bean.
Bean?
Bean.
You wanted a bean? Did someone redeem beans and I missed it?
Oh, no. I was calling... I'm sorry. I didn't have my microphone up to my mouth.
Okay.
I was calling not a bean.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm a... Fine, Commander. I'm a teacup lion. Have I satisfied your request there? I'm a teacup lion. Oh no.
Keep looking for beans.
I get it. Streamer needs money from ads. I get that. It just sucks that ads run at the worst times for me. I know. But if I do happen to say anything important, I try and repeat it after the ad gets over or do my best because my brain is about as good as Jello when I can't remember the exact words I use. But I'll do my best. But I am her grandma. Well, yes. But you're still a little sweetie baby boy. And you're wonderful and a good noodle. And I want to dress you up in pretty things. Even if you tear them off 30 seconds later. And you look really cute in your little dapper doodle outfit. Did the stream go well so far? Anything I missed? Lots of me talking. Fortunately, it will be up on in the VOD section shortly after the stream ends. Like, however long it takes Twitch to decide it's active. And it'll be active on YouTube on Wednesday, because it takes a bit to upload and me to do things with it. And Silver wants some beams. Can't do the feet beams, but I can do hand beams. Get as close as I can. Too close. Camera doesn't like it that close. Okay. Beans. Beans. There. Gave you some beans. Also,
Here, have some bonus beans.
beans. You can have the beans directly. Can't do the feet beans right now because I don't have my feet trackers on because they just get turned off when they sit under my desk too long.
Huh. Wait, I probably could. Let's see what happened when I did.
And I gave him extra beans.
Thank you for the additional beans. I appreciate. Not it says the streamer.
I can show off my feet beans.
The streamer talking? Blasphemous. That is correct. It's blasphemous. I dare talk. You want to know? You want to what to me now? What? Put you in pretty dresses and things. Yes, he'll tear them off 30 seconds later, but I think it would be adorable. The only person who is capable of shoving me into anything is Lulu. I put up a fight. Oh, but I'll bribe you.
Give whatever you want to put on him to Lulu.
I'll just give you some lovely pats and strokes and ear rubs and distract you while I get the pretty things on you. And then you can wiggle and tear it off when you're done. But give me like 10 seconds to get a picture. That's all I ask. Just give me 10 seconds to get the photos before you destroy it. Wiggly, table pounding, little guy, little dude. Yes, you are. Oh my God, how is there so much salt on the potato chips? I don't know. I am sorry.
I guess that means Rika got lucky and got a potato chip that was extra salty.
Or maybe pure savory injected straight chip.
It does happen sometimes when you're eating flavored chips, like Doritos. You'll find that one chip that has all the seasoning.
Long ago, in the before times, Snyder had a potato chip that was the steak and onion potato chip. It was delicious. It was the bomb. And if you had the wrong one out of that bag, it was the saltiest thing on earth. But normally they just tasted like steak on a chip. I don't know how exactly they did it, but it was amazing. I miss those. Not says you should just stare into the camera forever. Well, no, that'd be boring. I would get bored. You know what happens when I get bored? I'll start talking.
Tired.
Oh God, I'm dying, but I need to eat more of the pouty. LOL. For you, I would consider it. Don't spread that out. Yay! Well, I'd be nice. I wouldn't make you keep it on long, and you look cute in it. Besides, I'm the one that sews all those pretty dresses, and you're a cute little guy, and you look cute in a cute little dressy, and
If he doesn't want to keep him on, I'll try him on.
And then I'll put him in Nepal. That's actually Nepal's homework at Anthrocon this year, wearing one of my pretty dresses. Don't worry, I won't spread it around. Steak and onion chips.
Hey, none of that knows who Fidget is.
I've heard of that. I've heard of onion chips before in Canada, but it must be in. It was a short-lived specialty flavor by Snyder, and that was back in the 90s, and I miss it so greatly. And yeah, Fidget.
I accidentally activated safety mode. Oopsies.
And Silver says, I need water, which is probably correct. It's there. Got it.
I just ate 4 slices of pizza, so I know I need water.
I need to pee. I don't need water for that reason. But we're getting close to the end, so I'll survive. Drinking it anyway. YOLO. No!
You got there, Han.
Why did change? Reasons.
Your microphone break.
Did you need me to hydrate again? Okay.
Fluid fuel. I thought you were Ace.
Ah.
Did you forget what gender fluid was?
I did.
Can somebody care to explain?
I'm gender fluid. Gender fluid doesn't mean you.
Does that count?
Gender fluid doesn't mean you're who you like to boink or be in love with. Gender fluid just means your personal gender, what you are. Commander wants me to hydrate. Do you all just want me to keep drinking water? Is this the Caddie Drinks Water stream? Okay, I'll do it again.
No. I just wanted to give you some
A
water.
stream.
Maybe there should be a cooldown on these redeems. Not was redeemed. Okay, one more.
Chat, this is not Con Cub.
This
You
is
can't make her pee herself. She don't wear that kind of stuff. Cat pig don't wear that.
it's uncanny.
Refund those last two.
I took them all. I did them. You don't need to refund them. I did them.
You're not getting refunded then.
I did what I was told. It's the Caddie streaming stream. It will be if I keep this up.
Let's not. Let's not go there.
Commander's allowed to make that joke. He's definitely got dad material under his belt. Also, Commander knows me more than a lot of you do, so... Commander is another person I've known for close to decades. Pretty
That's the first badge.
Pretty sure I met him
In here.
2004-ish? So I might be coming up for way too long. Yeah, that's about right. Because 2004 was my first Furbacue in the spring, and I believe you were there. So I would have met you then if I hadn't met you beforehand.
What?
I met now Victoria, then Xavier, at a fur meet that same spring. At the time, she mentioned to her mother about some person that she was going to share a ride to Anthrocon with to Philadelphia from Pittsburgh. And her mother said, "How do you know that this person's not a serial killer?" And she looked at her mother and said, How do they know I'm not a serial killer? And her mother said, "Yeah, point taken." But we decided to meet up at one of the local Panera meetups. Shortly after that, we got to know each other a little bit. And then we rode the 6-hour drive together from Pittsburgh area all the way to Philadelphia to the Adams Mark. This is also the con where we made the rule, the name change, but I'll use the new one. Victoria sleeps on furniture, not under furniture. Because we had enough beds and couches and things that everyone had some space. But we woke up the first morning, we found her sleeping under the TV stand. I was like, "You're allowed on the furniture, dear. We permit this. I know you're still young and you can stomach sleeping on the floors, but don't get a backache over us." Oh wow, I'm an inconvenient compared to the
Sleeping under the furniture? I hope this was a pet, not a person.
Victoria,
No, it was definitely a person.
Uh-huh.
a fox, a little gray swift fox, who
Pet.
was at the time gender male listed, but is currently now gender female listed. And I'm doing my best to be respectful of that without ruining the story by telling things in a weird way. But at the time, it was he, a room full of guys, and sleeping under our TV stand. Oh, wow. I'm an infant compared to the dynamic you and Commander hold. Wow. Yeah, fun fact, I'm old. I'll let that sink in.
In your 40s.
Yeah. I have a lot of younger friends that feel like the world has been going on forever for them. And I'm like, dude, I've been out of college since before you were born. Y'all babies. Commander, you're not quite ancient. 60's not that old. Trust me, you got a lot of life left in you. You do not seem like you're about to just...
60.
You're not about to pick up the walker and just be hobbling around, waggling your arm at children to get off your lawn. I mean, you might be waggling your arm at children to get off your lawn. I'm not going to stop you for whatever fun you want, but I figured you'd probably just give them a Red Bull and tell them dirty words and send them home. Looks like a little night critter. I know, I would have guessed 80. Oh, no, Commander is definitely not that old. He's still a very, very active man, and I am happy to have him in my life. He's a good another dad in my world, or crazy uncle. Either way, I'm good with that. He's the fun uncle you do want to have show up because he's the uncle that'll say, get in the car, we're driving up to Michigan to eat at Weber's. And I won't question it. I'll get in the car and we'll drive up to Weber's. Weber's is really good steak and stuff. It's a fancy schmancy upon fancy schmancy restaurant. And it's about...
I doubt Commander would drive down to my state just to drive me to wherever that place is.
Probably not.
It'll be a very, 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 very long drive. Days.
I didn't go to my first furry con till I was 35. Oh, you're officially supposed to be out of the furry fandom by your 30s, aren't you? The rules?
I hate to say it, but you can't bite me anymore.
You seem to be metal, so yeah.
I will still bite you no matter what.
I went to my first furry con in... I was... 22. Yeah, I was only 22 when I got to my first furry con. That's when I flew to the Czech Republic to go to my first furry con. All by myself. First time out of the country. First time using my passport.
Actually, hon, I hate to say it. You're tall enough for me to rest my hand on my desk, and it looks like I'm using you as a armrest.
Perfect.
First furry con I went to was when I was... Yeah, about 21 or so.
Nice. Nice. Yelling at kids.
It was a little con in Ohio
but I am
called...
nervous as hell.
What was it called then? Morphicon?
Been to that twice. Was on staff on it once. I've been to it 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, after being on staff on that, I appreciate the I'm sorry for that one.
Did you know Caddie and White Shepherd?
Nope.
Okay.
I was in programming staff.
Staff as well.
I didn't get to meet most of the staff. The whole staff dynamic there was such a mess. You did not associate with anyone other than you associate with. And some of the staff got rewarded and given free stuff and free admission. And our director had to fight to have the convention give us free shirts for all the work we did.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yelling at...
The year that, what was it, Trixie was con chair?
I have no idea was the cod chair ever at those cods. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Fair.
Yelling at kids to get off the lawn is the best. Okay, I have complained to the kids to get off my lawn a couple of times, only because they were doing things they shouldn't. After I spent a lot of time raking the leaves and getting them up where they'd get collected, kids were jumping in the piles of leaves on the edge of the road, making a mess of them. I was like, oh, could you please not? I didn't yell. I was like, could you just please not? Do you know how much work it was to get those all piled up there? I didn't do it. As he's laying in the leaves still. I'm like, I just want to say, go home, you little shit. Just don't.
The problem I've had with kids sometimes, kids walk home to school and they pass by houses, mine being one of them. They like to. It starts about a little before 3. Sometimes we'll get at least one little shithead who thinks it's funny to go to houses and knock on the door and then run.
They stopped doing that.
We have a No, they haven't done it They haven't done it since school started back up. But we have a ring, and that's hopefully enough to deter him to deter them to stop doing it, because I know where they live.
They stopped doing
They
it
live in the apartments just behind my house.
because I work from home and I can see
No, they stopped.
the front of my house from where my desk is, and I see one running up to the front door. I could bolt down the stairs and have the door open and say hello as soon as they try to do it. Hello.
I have Ring, and it is connected to my phone. So if anything goes off on my phone, and I've seen the kid that was doing it, I know where he lives, and it's not that far of a walk for me to get him in trouble.
Caddie is so old, they autographed the Bible. Well, yeah, me and Methuselah were best buds, and we hung out all the time. But he started hanging out with a different crowd, so I just said, Mutha, we are done. I am done being with your old grody ass with your long beard. You go hang out with that Abraham and Moses dudes. We are done. I'm going to go over here and hang out at this place with the pillar of salt out front of it, because I hear it was a bagger at some point. That's not a Bible for tonight. Be sure to throw in a fist shake. Oh, yeah, you got to shake that fist. Or, you darn kids, get off my lawn. They're making a mess and stepping on my grass. You know that's Kentucky bluegrass I had to import, and I had to bring it in one sod square at a time. Mine's not. Mine is by far just whatever the heck grows out there, and I just like, is it green? Good. Don't care. Commander says, we need to do a road trip. I'm okay with this. I'm 100% okay with this. I'm very okay with this.
I heard that there was supposed to be a FurryCon starting up here in Texas at some point this year. I don't know where it is, and I don't know what it's called.
We'll hopefully get one. Yeah, you already have TFF.
TFF, I guess that was it.
Texas Furry Fiesta.
Texas Furry Fiesta. They've been around for a few years now.
Yeah. They're not fresh. They're well seasoned, so I've heard it's a good one. I have several friends going to that one. I've told them I'm not driving down to Texas for that.
The only time I ever went to a convention was a video game convention.
Oh.
In the Super Smash Brothers tournament, I lost.
Nice. Not says,
It wasn't an anime convention.
we're not very well behaved, Chad, are we? You're a fine Chad. I don't need to be mean to you. You're all very well good children. I like you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Wild says, I was...
When I get my own community, I'm going to fight them when they do something bad.
I'm not. I was 20 when I went to my first con. I drove myself to Chicago. You are about as brave as I was in the fact that I drove to the Pittsburgh International Airport and got on a 11-hour flight to Frankfurt, and then a 6-hour train to Prague, and then another train all the way to the convention itself, which was at a concentration camp in the middle of the Czech Republic. Just saying. I'm going to go no comment on the con. That's so 70s. Oh, Silver wants me to drink more water. Hold on. Get my controller back off.
Yeah, I heard you clearing your throat a couple of times.
Oh, I do that all the time. Welcome to allergies. Water.
Kind of a dry throat.
No, I just get goobers that come up. They're more fun. People, I hate when I'm around people and they think, oh, you're sick, you have a cold. I'm like, no, I have allergies. To what? Yes. Just yes. Always. All year long. Yes. And it usually involves some throat goobers. And I was like, oh, this is annoying. Because it makes you sound like, oh no, do you have the COVID? No, I have dust, pollen, mold, whatever it is at the moment.
Stuff that practically everybody gets allergies to.
Can confirm the last supper was a bitchin' party. I mean,
It'll be cute.
They drank a lot of wine and a lot of bread. And there's a cute Tails. I'm okay with that. I did TFF once. It was a fun trip. Awesome. And I'm knowing you definitely would have been a road tripper down to there. I did Project A-Con for years. Is that a gaming or anime con? I'm guessing anime con. Nepal says, oh, on Morphicon?
My hands are big.
Yeah, that one. You too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not says, children, I'm at least 1,000. Children. I have allergies to exist. Yeah.
Time to turn off the world music.
I do that as soon as I turn my VR on, period. Unless we're watching something on a TV, I tend to turn the world down to nothing. I have allergies to
This world is playing video game music.
that was the Anime Con in Dallas. Oh. Nice.
Dallas.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy that. I've never even...
Wait.
Commander doesn't...
Do you mean Dallas, Texas?
That's where it was. He doesn't live there. He lives in Oho.
Is there any other Dallas?
Oh, I didn't know that there was an anime con in Dallas.
Apparently.
Alrighty then. That's not very far from me.
Maybe I should get my body into a con someday. I would need a lot of money for gas or a flight, though. That is one of the hardest parts, is finding a con that's... There's plenty around. Almost any country or state, depending on what we're talking about, you live in, there's one probably not too far from you. If I remember right, you're in the very, very northeastern Canada zone. If Toronto's not too far, I know that's a con. I think there's another one that's up in that general area, might be a little bit norther than there, that happens. I forget where the other ones in Canada are.
I think there is one called ScotiaCon.
ScotiaCon. So you have some options. I've heard a really lot about the one in Toronto being really fun, and I'm super tempted. It's about a 6-hour drive from here, but we'd both have to get our passports again. Mine's expired, and Fopsy's never had one, so that's like paperwork and paperwork. I hate paperwork.
And about 6 to 9 months of waiting.
I can deal with that because you got to plan that far ahead to go to a convention anyway. But, you know, it's a thing we might consider doing in the future. We have quite a few friends that go to that one that would love to see us there. So the closest con's about 5K kilometers. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nah, about 6 weeks to get a passport. Oh, okay. Commander says only about 6 weeks. Nice.
Well, it's improved then. That's good.
And I just need to get mine renewed, so hopefully that's less hassle than I have to find it, though. I think it's in the safe. I hope it's in the safe. Elsewise, I don't know where it's at. Remember where your important paperwork is, kids.
I hate my brother. He's going to Japan in a couple months.
Lucky butt.
What?
I hope he has fun.
Yeah. My brother's going to Japan in a couple months.
Oh, wait. I
Trip?
Yes.
punched the coordinates wrong. It's only about 1,000 kilometers. Oh, good. I'm guessing that's the one in Toronto? If so, that'd be a good excuse if both you started to end up there and happened to be the year that Fopsy and I decided to go there. I make no promise about what year that's going to be, mind you, but we'd happily give you a hug, little Not. In whatever fursuits we brought with us.
I have a couple of friends that really want me to make it for that con some year.
I think we should do that. I think you should do that too, Nepal. Just for the experience. I will say, I did, obviously, my first convention was very much out of country. Very much out of country. I was so fish out of water at my first convention, but it was a fun experience, and I obviously kept doing it. Only one more time for that convention, though. I went to it once in Germany after that year, 2004. But I realized how expensive that was and how cheap it was to go to cons that I could, vroom vroom to. Philadelphia was way easier to deal with than flying to Frankfurt. That's the one in Portland, Maine. There are none in the Maritimes. Aw. There's a con in Maine now? I knew there was one in, I think it was Boston now? Something Northeast, I think it was called. It just happened like a month or so ago. I can go to Ottawa for a con, but that's about as long, if not a little longer drive. Fair. Driving is a butts, especially if you are just happen to be at the one location that's the farthest from cons. Emmy, the little cutie that comes to my streams often, she lives in Idaho. I'm not revealing anything she said on stream before. And we were looking for what the nearest con was. And unfortunately, 2020, there was going to be a con in Idaho, and it got canceled. It was something like Potato Con or something like that. I forget what it was. I was like, we needed that to happen. Sadly, no. Could be worse. I could live in Greenland. Then you just have to start a furry con in Greenland. That's all there is to it. Because I wouldn't want to be trapped in a landlocked area like that. Far too north. I like being able to motorize from where I live to larger distances. I may not choose to drive to California ever, but I like the fact that I have the option to drive as far as California if I so chose to, or down to Mexico and up into the Canada. Canada! Katsuo! What? What?
Han, what are you doing?
What's going on? Nothing?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
California is just Florida on hard difficulty. I've flown to California once. I went to one FC, but I've never driven to California.
I remember what I was doing. I'm going to be right back. My headset's almost dead.
Okay. I'm about to wrap up, though, too. It's almost 10:30.
Yep, it's almost 10:30.
Also, I've had to pee for about an hour and a half now, and I've been holding it in, but...
Jeez, Caddie, I couldn't hold it that long.
I held it through...
Eventually, I'd have to go because I've got a weird problem with my body for some reason, to where if I hold it too long, my left hand starts to hurt. I don't know why.
On our first...
That's something that's been happening for years.
On our first...
Yeah.
On our first travel of loaded stuff from central Pennsylvania to here in Fort Wayne, I drove Bundles the Wonder Truck myself. I stopped at the Ohio Greeting Station, and I peed there. And then I stopped at the Flying J right after crossing into Indiana. I traveled exactly one Ohio without going pee. And I didn't even really have to pee when I got to that station, but I was like, I better, because Honestly, I don't feel like California is just another Florida. I find Florida to be a scary, scary place nowadays. So, yeah.
Well, then I will also say I'm impressed you could hold it for so long.
Because high gas prices. Okay. Well, high gas prices suck whenever you get them. We have average here. It won't be long. I set myself for a hard limit at 11:30 my time, 10:30 Eastern. Well, you're probably going to make it to my raid out because I'm about to do that. I'm going to find somebody to get you all to. They'll hopefully be fun. Let's see who I haven't annoyed recently that is on. And don't worry, I'll pick somebody that I have not done in a while. I try and be fair. So, yes, I do love certain people. Certain people are my friends. I do see them streaming. But a lot of people are my friends and I see them streaming. And that's unfair to them if I just rated the one person.
Yeah.
And I share you to different things. Because don't you like getting different things in your life? I know I do.
I'm a person of
Some
variety.
variety's nice.
And I see somebody that I find is fun and I think you might enjoy what they're doing. So that's what we're going to do. And it usually is a good experience when I raid to them. Again, another point of who I pick when I raid to. Oftentimes comes down to, do I enjoy my process? Do I get a good result? And this one I always do. But, okay, before we do that, I definitely want to thank you all for spending time with me. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the resubscribe there. You are such a sweet not. I appreciate everyone taking their time out of their day to gab with me and hang out with me and be amazing fluffs. You're all beautiful. And something went ding right as I'm doing this. Shining Shikami weapon. I am actually just trying to. Oh my! Thank you all for the raid and thank you for following me. I was currently giving my little speech and about raiding. But thank you for coming. I guess you can end now. Well, I have to at least say hi to all of you. Thank you for joining me. You're all amazing. Do you have any idea how much I have to pee? Habwa. But thank you so much. You're awesome. You know what? Hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna at least. Oh, hold on. Nepal, you have fingers. Can you do the SO?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate. Now, how do I make that thing go away? And I made something pop up on my screen. I can't make go away. That's my problem. This sounds like a me problem, not a you problem.
Well, that sounds like an interesting game.
There we go. I got the X. Yay! They had the pop up on the chat, and it gave me the person, but I couldn't get the little X on their thing, so I could close the thing, so it was covering chat. What am I missing? Yeah, things are scrolling. I can't. Now you must stay forever and ever. And Ari goes, blah. Ari, you just showed up too. Shout out. Thank you for the shout out. Good, plushie. And Shinigami says, Aristata, Ari. Paul's shouting out the Discord into YouTube. You're going to be crossing your legs another 15. No pee-pee. Oh, yeah. Do you all just need more of me? Is that this? Long time no see to Ari. You're all adorable and wonderful. I appreciate you you spending time with me. You are just a barrel of laughs. Let me go back to that window now. Let me deal with this. Click on that. Because you know what? I wasn't, apparently. Because I didn't show you on my list anyway.
That's interesting.
Come up. Come on.
Other games I've played would be Dungeon Fighter and Digimon Masters. Interesting.
I was not. There. Fix that. Pff. Ta-da. Right back at you. I hope your stream is going great. Oh, it's been wonderful. I've been having fun babbling with all these lovely people. They've been wonderful to me. I've had a great night. Y'all are amazing. True, I've had a lot going on. Pretty much, I yap a lot. Oh, you miss Ari. I miss Ari a lot, too. Ari's a sweet little boy. Ari's a good boy. I'm giving lots of little heartsies. Aww. Y'all are cute. Y'all are all cute. Every single fluffin' one of you is cute. Verbal flurbles. But I need snack. I don't know. You rated me, says the cutie cuteness. I'm not cute. I'm the big scary lion. Rower. Oh, you want a cutesy voice? Well, you're going to get me here for at least 20 more minutes if you want a cutesy voice. Does that make you feel better? Fine, you get a cutesy voice, so I'm stuck here talking to all you for a little longer. No, I am not a teacup, not unless somebody redeems it. I am a vicious Benoy. I can be a vicious Benoy. I has a Benoy character. Her name is Daisy. And I even has a VR avatar of her. So she can be in VR, not just in fursuit. And in other art forms. So adorable, small, huggable kid.
Yes, very much so. Yes, exactly.
Also, looking at the edge of this room, this house has. This is like my place because that's the same kind of baseboard heating we have in this house. We also has a fireplace, though we've never used it.
Look at what I found.
Whiskey?
I found it behind the toilet.
Oh.
No, that's
3,900 Zanku. Nice.
I found it behind the toilet.
Tequila.
Right, this place. There is alcohol hidden all over this house.
I approve of this place. And apparently, you do know I have to pee. Shit, you're making me drink more water. You children are trying to kill me. I do it anyway, though, because I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't.
normally I would have said no and redeemed those, but I'm gonna let Caddie do this.
I don't think you need to pee hard enough. Grab some more water, and then she also thinks I need more water. There. You got it a water too. Are you all feeling like I've been hydrated enough?
I only did it to you twice.
I have all of these interesting redeems. What do people spend their points on? Drink water, Caddie. Drink water. Do I hear chaos for the chaos buddy? I'm just participating. Be careful, or soon my chair will be precipitating from all this participating.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it sounds like a me problem, not a them problem. Kiss the chat? Oh, you got that.
There you go.
See, I do other fun things. Mwah, 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 mwah. There. Let's see if I can put it down where I want it.
Look at that pretty face.
That was actually pretty close to where it was supposed to be. I'm happy enough with that. Camera, you're fine there. Rika wants something more. All right, let's do this. I'm going to do a hardcore. We're going to start off booming it. Quick. Who wants a whammy, whammy, whammy? I do. So go out and greet your mammy, mammy, mammy. Hi dear. And stomp, stomp, stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. Nee. Okay, and back to normal. Recently used. Changed avatar. And I should be done with cutesy voice. Thank you, done with that. Now what else happened? Let me you asked for this. Uwu. Did you need some uwu? Shinigami, you get an uwu. I will give you your uwu. You get your uwu points, uwu worth out of this uwu chat. I do not give you enough uwu for your uwu. Uwu. Ricky gives me an LOL. Yay. Okay. I'm caught back up again. Points well spent. Yay! Yes, I'm a clown. I dance for your points. I dance for the attention. I'm here for you. And you gave me a happiness. I'm assuming that's a happy icon. I can't really tell because it's kind of blurry on my wrist. Not because your icons are blurry, but because my little pop-up is not really the best. I can read words, not necessarily icons. But yay. Oh, you guys have made my night. You're all awesome. I appreciate you all. I mean, the biggest reasons I have to quit streaming what I do is because I have to work in the morning and I really want to eat something after I'm done streaming. And I only have so much time to eat before bed before I might get a tummy ache in bed, and I don't want to do that. So I have to be careful.
I tend to eat before I go to bed. But that's out of a little bit of trauma that I had.
If I eat too close to bed, I end up with a tummy ache, and that's not good because I don't like waking up tum ached.
I don't eat something big. I just get something like maybe, I don't know, something tiny like a couple of crackers or some grapes.
She says, they're called emotes, not icons. I'm what you call old. I remember when icons were a new thing. I remember when we got our first computer with icons. Before that, all computers I used had text-based interfaces. I'm allowed to use old people words. Sorry, I'm a nerd. I had to correct you. Just don't dare tell me that a computer program has to be called an app. Nor a thing you're going to order for food before you order your real food. Those don't get to get called apps either. It doesn't... No. Appetizers... Application is acceptable. A computer program is not just called an app or program or game is fine. I don't like calling it an app. It feels just so like chintzying out what a thing is. It's not as fun.
Do we call it a cap then?
Meh.
Computer application.
Yeah. More tolerable. I almost barely accept the word app for things on a phone. Oh, what did you do? I downloaded the app for that because that feels like it's very much a niblet program, whereas a program on the computer is more of a full application. But like you get the Popeye's Chicken app. That's barely a program. It's like a program, a little programite that you use to order chicken with. Damn straight. Keep your apps off my programs, you damn kids. Fist shakes. Oh, well, you're keeping me for another 3 minutes, apparently. 32. Okay. Well, you got me to at least 35 and 9 seconds. Are you happy with yourself? Are you a happy little Crystal? Wherever you are? Crystal left. Silver's still here. I forget who's still standing next to me. Because my brain does not process change very quickly. Fun fact, I forget who's standing next to me constantly, and I keep looking up at nameplates to remember who I'm with because I'm not looking at them all the time. Crystal says yes and wants me to drink more water. Have we discussed the fact that I need to pee and I'm trying to get off of my stream? But you keep doing this to me.
Why do you think people are redeeming that so much?
Okay. Fine. All you silly floofs. Pamps are the perfect cure for that. I'm not wearing appropriate underwear to not leave my chair and go pee. Grumble. Stupid ad. Yeah, ads are stupid. I'm sorry. I still got another minute or so of cutesy voice before I can end my stream now. Fortunately, the person I'm trying to raid to eventually definitely streams till about midnight, so I'm set. I'm not too worried. You're going to get some time with them. Transgendered Anubis Lucario. I'm gonna say, yeah, that looks white. Yes, Ostens, I'm gonna agree with this.
Yeah.
And hello, Bunny. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you also, Ostens. I have two of my favorite bunnies watching. I have Ollie and Ollie Stance. You're both wonderful. And I know most everyone says your name wrong, but I'm doing my best. Hopefully I'm saying it close to right, Ostens. Also, I have cutesy voice on, so it's going to be messed up a little anyway. I don't know what your response said because of the ad. Oh, I responded, I do not happen to be wearing the appropriate underwear for that sort of occasion today. You're going to cry some river in the bathroom. I'm not going to cry a river. I'm going to unleash a fire hose. You said it correctly every time except when you're forced to talk like a toddler. Really? You mean I actually got it right?
Oh, hello, Alistance.
Well, it makes sense to say it like that.
Yeah, I can see how people would mispronounce it though.
Also, when if I ever say call you Ale Benoy, I'm pronouncing it in my head Alabunny, Alabenoy, not Ale Benoy. So don't worry. even if I type it in that fashion, it's not going to be meant to be pronounced in that fashion. And I'm free of this voice in about 7 seconds. Allah is more correct than Ale. So I'm good. Yay! Well, okay.
A la stance.
Uh-huh. Allah stance. Wow. He's a good Benoit. I like having all my Benoit friends. Ale is a drink, not Allah. Ale. I could use a good ale. I think I have one beer left in the fridge. I might have that with my evening snack here. Okay. Okay, I think I'm clear for right now. Let me just go ahead and deal with this whole raid business. Get you off. Thank you all again for spending time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're all amazing floofs. Don't forget my YouTube and my Discord link are in the diddly-do below. Also, exclamation Discord, exclamation YouTube, work for that. My other half, Fopsy Woo, streams on Tuesdays and Fridays. Same time frame. We both stream from 7 to 10 Eastern. So you'll see us here. Same time frame as this was. If you're wondering when 10 p.m. Eastern was, that was 44 minutes ago. You've kept me going 44 minutes past where I was going to end. So that 45 now. 45 minutes plus 3 hours ago is when I normally start streaming, and so does Fopsy. Between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and Friday. Anyway, appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. I look forward to seeing you all again on Wednesday, if not chatting with you on Tuesday in Fopsy's stream. I'm sending you off to a very cute short creature. Please make sure you tell him he is short. This is actually critical. Tuesday and Friday, if work hasn't tortured Fopsy. I agree. And it sure has done a good job this last couple of days. Trust me, Fopsy's not the only one that's been getting tortured.
I got a good idea who you're rating out to.
Yup. So make sure you call this cutie short when you go there. It's required. It's the rules. And I will see you all again real soon. Bye-bye. Beep boop. And unmute so I'll hear it. And it's actually rating, so stop streaming. Stop